welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, it just keeps getting better. Welcome in and happy Saturday. Today is the Universe Public Tournament. Top 32 of the last week got in, and your boy got in. Today we're competing in a prize pool of $15,000. Pretty good stuff. So whether you're watching from X, Facebook, YouTube, Kick, or Twitch, thank you for being here, and I will see you in the Hoverdrome. You guys, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a real good one. You guys ready? All right, it's an early morning Saturday stream. Hope everybody's had a good week, and welcome to the stream. It's me, Johnny. If you don't know me by now, you should. I do a lot of Web3 gaming, do a lot of gaming, play a lot of stuff, and I'm all right. I'm okay. Anyway, today we have to be way more than okay. We have to be absolutely perfect, because there's $15,000 on the line, 15,000 USDC from Universe, as well as some Unio currency. So I want to go ahead and give a big shout out to my man, Killer Cool in the Universe. Thank you. He hooked us up with a pretty cool little, pretty slick little character model here that we're now going to be using throughout the tournament. So that said, how does the tournament work? Well, let's find out, guys. Y'all want to see how everything works? I'll go over it with you. Here we go. Top 32 players from open qualifiers. Players will be randomly seated into lobbies of 4. Let me do a hard cut for you real quick. Get out your way. Groups in round 1 and round 2 will play 2 games to determine who advances to the next round. Total placement score between the 2 games will determine the completed group standings. Top 2 from each group will move on to the next round. Makes sense, right? Second round, players will play 3 games. Total placement score between the final 3 games will determine the completed group standings. Top 2 from each group will move on to the next round. Pretty straightforward. Final structure, players will play 3 games. Total placement score between the 3 games will determine the final group placement. So here's what we do, right? We're gonna go into random lobbies over on Discord. 4-player lobbies. We're gonna play 2 games. The top 2 from each game are gonna move on to the next round. So like the top 2 from each of the 2 rounds. So we're doubling down. The top 2 placers from the 2 games will determine the completed group standings. Top 2 from each group will move on to the next round. Yeah? So 16 of us are going to move on from round 1 into round 2. Semifinal structure. It looks like round 2 is going to be the same thing. We're going to play 2 more games, and that will bring us from top 16 to top 8. Top 8. After the top 8, semifinal structure begins, where players will play 3 games. We're going to play 3 games, and top placement determines moving on to the finals. Should be a good group of games. Everybody's going to be struggling to get scores. What you can expect is laser beams, missiles, and protons being scored in the goal. So, very, very straightforward game. Prizes $15,000 USDC prize pool, 300,000 Unio. Top 16 participants will receive USDC. All 32 will receive Unio. First place 7,500 plus 25 Unio. Second place 3,000 plus 20,000 Unio. Third place 1,500 plus 15,000 Unio. Fourth place 1,200 USDC, 10,000 Unio. Fifth through eighth, you're still getting a good cut, 300 USDC, 7,500 Unio. 9 through 16, 75 and 6,000. 17 through 32nd place all get 5,000 Unio. So no matter what, if you've qualified, if you made it this far, you're doing all right. And I'm just happy to be here. All finalists get to create a rare hover bike. That's something. You create your own asset in the game. Universe gamer tags to all finalists. Special hero metadata awarded to all finalists. So, pretty straightforward. I've seen that the team has all been practicing, so let's get some rounds in. Chill Kill, what up, man? Welcome in. I know you. We were just talking about you. How's your day going? Mine's pretty well. I'm hoping that that we do well in the tournament. I'm gonna get some warm-up rounds in real quick. It looks like we have. Let's see. Let me take a look at the. Get out of this voice channel real quick. General support, rules and info. Let's see. All right. Check-in is going to begin at 11 a.m. We have enough time for 1 or 2 games. Check-in closes at noon. First match starts at 12:15. We ain't got no time. Let's give it a shot. Yeah. Let's give it a shot. Whew. I just need to practice the movement around a little bit, you know? Just practice just a little bit. Let's get it. I'm down to start. Yeah. Okay. Sure. You thought. How in the world can I not boost, man? That's what I want to know. That's okay. That's okay, T-Pro. That's okay. You can respawn in 5 seconds. That's okay. Go ahead, score your second one. Let me just walk this bike around for a minute. Where is this guy? I got it. I don't have any ammo. Like none.
Player just scored.
I got a bad feeling about this tournament already.
Pro-turn spawn. Player just scored.
No, Janie, get out of here. I don't care about your artwork. Got a tournament to do. This guy is absolutely waxing me right now.
Player 1 scored. 1 minute remaining.
I'm gonna lose this fight, but
Pro-turn spawn.
I don't understand why my boost, like, okay. I get that the shield and stuff like that is
30 seconds remaining.
That's okay. You won this match, but the tournament is still on.
Pro-turn spawn.
I am getting absolutely destroyed.
1. Game over.
Okay, T-Pro. That's fine. Another one. We got to get back in.
Pro-10 spawn.
How does that...
Pro-10 spawn.
Where is the Pro-10? I feel like my boost is like not... How do you still have the Pro-10, dude?
Pro-10 spawn.
Wow, dude.
Pro 10 spawned. Player 1 scored. Pro 10 spawned. Player 1 scored. Pro 10 spawned. Player 1 scored. 1 minute remaining.
How do I have less points than him?
Pro 10 spawned.
I just had more points than him.
Player 1 scored. 30 seconds remaining. Pro 10 spawned.
There is no way, dude.
Player
I
to
just
score.
hit him. I just hit the guy. Like, the laser had to have hit him.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game over.
Just barely. 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 Come on, T-Pro. Where you at? Barely. Come on, T-Pro, where you at? I need somebody to go against. All right, guys, we're gonna switch it up and go into the Hoverdrome pre-coverage. Ready? Oh, T-Pro, okay. That's it. 1050. Yeah, okay.
Pro 10 spawned. Player 1 scored. Pro 10 spawned. Player just scored.
Come on, dude. full boost, can't even use it.
Proton lost. Player 1 scored.
Get me out of the lava, dude.
Proton spawn. Proton lost.
Stupid. T-Pro taking his usual route. Bro, I got my shield up, man. You saw that interception?
Player 1 scored. One minute remaining. Proton spawn.
God. You gotta be kidding me, dude.
30 seconds remaining. Player just scored.
I wish that you could use your boost regardless of if you just used your boost. That's one thing that I would change.
Proton spawn. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. You win.
Nice. CommunityGaming.io. CommunityGaming.io. Am I in their Discord? I swear I've done everything that there is to do. Community Gaming. Community Gaming. You make sure I'm in their Discord. Good thing I checked. It's a good thing that I checked. Because the instructions that were sent yesterday didn't say I had to join Discord from what I saw. Come on, dude. Okay, it's gonna be some intense play today. Let's see what they're doing over on the Discord.
Obviously funneling my own queue.
Right. The invite gets sent out immediately to all of those 4 players, so they all start loading in at the same time, basically. So.
That's great.
Happy Saturday, everybody.
Yo, yo.
Yeah.
Dude, you have a voice.
Appreciate you, brother.
Oh man, we need you to call some of these matches.
I'm gonna be in them. Hopefully, I'm gonna be getting that 75 hundo.
Let's go.
But hey, if I get eliminated, I'll gladly hop on the mic for you guys.
Yeah, we're checking out the spectator mode at the moment.
How does that work?
So have you ever played like Marbles on Stream? You know how you kind of control the camera?
I haven't played it, but sure, I'm with you.
It's basically you're running like the race, right? And you're controlling like a dev cam using like FPS controls.
Cool.
So you can move around and see and jump from person to person, jump from protein to protein, zoom in, zoom out.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just realized they wanted us to join the community gaming Discord, so hopefully I'm not like disqualified or anything, but
Yeah, that you're supposed to do that. You had 2 minutes left. Hold on, let me make sure no one's actually getting time here.
yeah, the sign up process was a little crazy yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, was it putting a different wallet in there instead of the one you have signed up for
Dude,
Unio?
so
That's what was happening to me when I was trying to do it. I was like, I don't even have the wallet selected anymore.
yeah, so I use a MetaMask wallet for my Universe account and stuff like that. And whenever I set this up, I chose Vice as my name, and for some reason in the main account, which it's some kind of like mask account or something that you go to, it had my phone number as the username, which apparently nobody sees. And then
Yeah, that is your username, but yeah, no one can see that.
yeah,
Oh,
and
you
then
mean the paper wallet stuff?
I guess so. It's like the other account that links whenever you click your profile, it brings you to the page from Universe.
Right.
And then whenever I tried to register with the community gaming profile, they were like, hey, you need to link your Coinbase wallet. And I was like, okay, well, I have a Coinbase account, and it wouldn't let me link it. Turns out the two are different products.
Right.
So I wound up creating a whole new wallet.
Yeah, apologies. None of that actually matters. Like, they're just trying to identify you with their system. But you could have put any wallet right there, and we gave them all of the users who are in the tournament, so they would have still figured out who you are.
Yeah, I figure you guys are probably going to deposit into our main wallet anyway.
I think if you go collect anything, Community Gaming has their own site there, and you can collect in any wallet once you're logged in. So
Oh, sweet.
I don't know that it's like auto forced into that one wallet, but you can ask in that Discord how it works directly to the community gaming guys.
So we have other members that are in the tournament today in here.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, about more than half of the people in the VC right now are.
Okay, cool. Do we? I guess that we should be here, right? This is like a good start place.
Actually, right now you should probably fly. Sorry, it's 10. You should at least keep your eye on the
CG.
PG Discord, yeah, because they're gonna start doing like check-in and coordination.
Cool. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hop over to the general channel there.
Yeah, all of you guys probably should. At least until they tell you, yeah, everything's good.
Word. Well, good luck to everybody. I'll see y'all in there.
Yeah.
Right on, man. Good luck.
Oh, guys, this is gonna be intense. Real intense. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to push to talk because your boy's gonna be flying off the handle here in a little while. Sweet. Okay, so it's 11 o'clock. So check-in has begun. Hello everyone, we'll be posting your groups shortly for you to check into the threads over in HD groups. Please post a message in your groups thread so we know you are here before the start time. The event start time is 12:15 p.m. So an hour and 15 minutes from now. If you have any questions, concerns, please post them in the HD support. So HD groups. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get another game in while I wait on them. Sound good? Cool. Thank you for your permission. T-Pro. Ash Panda. This guy's got a legendary skin. What do you know about that? I'm down to start. Let's go for it. What up, T-Pro?
Yo, what's up, bro?
I'm on push to talk, so you don't hear my comments flying.
Oh, dude, I'm like right at the crack up. Holy fuck, that shit gets me pissed sometimes.
Pro 10 spawn. Player just scored. Pro 10 spawn. Player just scored.
I'm just gonna ride around and run into these gears.
You just trying to practice.
Pro 10 spawn.
Oh, you get points for holding the Pro 10 too.
Unlucky.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, no, I didn't even get it.
Player 3
Dude,
scored.
I don't know a faster way to like get out of that too.
You do know a faster way or you don't?
Wait. No, I don't.
Yeah,
You just gotta wait for it to tip back over.
it happens.
Pro 10 spawn.
Yeah, I didn't realize you get points for holding the Pro 10 too.
Yeah, it's 5 every second or something. 5 every 2 seconds.
I am getting absolutely hammered.
She better get this off you.
Player
Damn.
1 scored.
I was like steady tapping the shield button like it was gonna do something. Like, please!
Dude, Hashpinna loves to fucking fly.
Pro 10 spawn.
This dude just flying everywhere.
Yeah, I noticed you like the ramps. You like the shortcuts.
Yeah,
They're good spots.
I mean, I don't know. The thing that Hashpin is doing, that shit's kind of crazy sometimes.
Oh yeah,
seeing
no, I
you
saw him
fly
doing that
across
at
the
the end
map.
of the match.
Player 3 scored.
How do you do that? You just like jump boost?
I don't know how he can keep the altitude, but what he's doing is you're on like a keyboard and mouse, right?
Oh really?
Pro 10 spawn.
You gotta spam the strafe and your spacebar, and the direction you want to go.
Player
Give me
1
that!
scored.
I'm dead, dude. Oh.
30 seconds remaining. Pro 10 spawn.
Please.
Pro 10
That's
Oh,
game.
Shit, I got a mess in my group. Yeah, praise.
GG.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game over.
Nice job, Hash. I guess. So we're really just hanging out waiting on people to like let us know where to go.
I mean, we got time. We got 55 minutes till we even start.
Oh wait, you
53.
see, they posted the groups.
Yeah.
Rush, welcome in. Looks like you and I are starting off together.
Dude, I don't even think Yukon is here. It's not even in this room.
This is gonna be quite the tournament. Okay.
All of these are pretty well spread out.
Yeah,
Except, the top one's probably the hardest lobby.
really. It's funny you say that because I'm not in that lobby.
Yeah, you better watch out. Rush is kind of nasty with it.
Yeah, he's being real quiet right now, so.
And then, yeah. I haven't seen the senior Thai guy play, but Aegon is also good as well. Or Aegon.
Oh, Rush. I know you, Rush. You're over in Wilder World, too. I do know you, Rush. That's okay. You don't got to say something. I'll talk for you. Yeah, that's me. That's me over in Wilder World. Oh, you got to have fun. Or else. Oh, we can't force the queue now.
No, it's only the first guy. Which means we're just kind of sitting here till he starts it.
Yikes. I'm gonna back out.
Yeah, I might go try Hong Kong.
Oh, somebody else just joined too.
No way.
Yeah, as soon as we left. Okay, cool.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is the guy you can be playing against.
Really? Aegon?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Time to learn a little something, something. I mean,
Pro 10 spawn.
I am sorry, Tatum. Or should I say Tatum?
I played against him in like other tournaments. I have no idea how to pronounce his name still.
Yeah, no. Bro. You gotta be
That's
kidding me.
unfortunate. Oh, now it's into the board.
I was busting ass for that. I keep dying.
That's
Pro
dude.
10 spawn.
Like over and
A lot of
over.
people today are just like killing. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, that absolutely hit this guy. I don't know how he got away. Very nice. Was that you that zoomed in?
No, unfortunately not.
I am not doing well. My vantage points are like terrible.
Player to score.
Yeah, I mean, most of them you have to have like a pretty good lineup.
Yeah, this round is just not hitting.
Pro 10 spawn. Player
Oh, shit,
1
yeah.
scored.
Bro. That's okay. I'm getting it all out right now.
1 minute remaining. Pro 10 spawn.
Exactly.
Player
Nice.
3 scored. Pro 10 spawn.
I'm not even using my shield right there.
Oh my gosh,
30 seconds
smacked.
remaining.
Wow, I just ran right into it.
Player 1 scored.
Yeah, that's GG's for me on this round. Terrible, terrible lineups. Is my shield not working?
5, 4,
Yeah. Y'all should have just let me have that one. It's not like I would have caught up.
1 score. Game over.
Yeah, we got that one right at the end.
Yeah, not a good round for me. That's a pretty sweet PFP. Or, you know, NFT.
Hey, I appreciate it. I think I got it 3-4 months ago from just another one of the tournaments they held.
The first day of the tournaments was the first day that I played it, right? Like I picked it up, tried out a few rounds before the tournament and stuff like that, and it just, I mean, it's easy to get used to, right?
Yeah.
And then I joined the Universe Discord, and Chilla Killa gifted me this.
Hey, that's
yeah.
nice. Oh wait, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it was
I
wild.
do remember that.
Oh wow, you get hit by the incoming things. You get damage.
Pro 10 spawn.
Yeah. I've lost a few protons because of that.
Nice job holding.
Oh, just I was about to dip.
How does he not get the Pro 10 gone? Like, just hit him.
There's like a 5-second immunity. Well, it's not 5 seconds. It's shorter than that. It's like 2.5 or something. That if you pick up the proton, you can't get it knocked off of you.
Okay, so it's best not to use your shield until afterward.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, yeah.
Please, dear
Unless,
God.
like-
I'm sorry, what?
Unless you're like you're 1 HP, you know?
Yeah. Which is highly likely in this tournament, I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, finding the heals is like
Pro 10 spawn.
half the struggle.
Yes.
Player 3 scored.
I'm over here like getting annihilated by Aegon. I think he's trying to get in my
I
head
know, I
before the
feel it.
first round, you know?
Oh, 100%.
Pro 10 spawn.
that was a nice
What?
kill, even though you didn't get it, but
What?
you might be able to knock it off from him. Okay. And
I'll
nice
take
shit.
that, even though I'm like driving like a noob.
Pro 10 spawn.
Oh my god, I went way too high up.
My boost is like it's not even working.
Yeah, if you like spam it too quickly afterwards, it just doesn't use it, and then you're just stuck there kind of.
Yeah, it's
So
a
what
tragedy.
moving forward.
It's a tragedy. Bro, here I go dancing.
Oh my god.
There's no way, dude. That guy was lighting you up.
Yeah, I know. It was like 3 seconds of him to shoot at me. I was waiting for me. Oh, there's no heat. Oh, I'm so fucked.
I just want boosts to be
1 minute remaining. Player
No way, dude.
scored.
I guess you can't really rely on the rockets, even though they're good weapons to deal a lot of damage with. You cannot rely on them to hit the target before they get somewhere, because your vehicle is like faster than the rockets.
The good thing therefore is for people like Ash Banders who just like fly all over the fucking place, so that you don't have to actually hit them with your. Oh my god, he lit me up.
30 seconds remaining.
Where did the Pro-10 go?
Oh, you can go under this? What the fuck?
Yeah, you can have that one. Wow. I'm on the verge of death this whole game.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I was not gonna open up in time.
Game
Oh,
over.
it is.
Player 3 scored.
Dude. I need to get on with my aim.
Yeah, it's very, I don't know, just because all of us are on such high ping, it's kind of, I wouldn't say random, but it's not the most
Optimal.
skill-based thing. Yeah.
All right. You know what's a good marketing strategy? If you're an artist, show up in somebody's stream chat whenever they're whenever they're talking about being in a big tournament, and ask them to look at your art.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
think
just more
it's-
eyes.
Yeah, I think it's the best way to do it. You probably get a client out of that, you know.
Pro 10 spawn.
Get out of here.
Player 3
It's like,
scored.
specifically for that one, if no one blocks to you, and you have a straight shot, you can't,
They
you
can't.
really stop the guy from going into it. Yeah, you can't hit it off of them. Because the immunity is so long.
I am trying so hard to like avoid those shots.
Oh my god.
Player
That's
1
right.
scored.
Get out of my face.
Get
Get out of my face.
Pro 10 spawn.
Bro is holding.
You're so low now. Oh, it's huh?
Oh, I missed the Pro-10. Don't even shoot at me. I missed it. I don't even have it. This dude's like thinking I got it. Aegon
Love it.
Targaryen. Don't you worry. I got nothing. I need to find health, man. Like, is it me or like, is there like no health in these games?
They're hidden.
Yeah, they're hidden.
I do think that you get more rockets than like health packs though, like just in general.
Pro 10 spawn.
You should stop cheating,
I'm
dude.
back in here. I'm
You
gonna
should
go
stop
back in
cheating. Bro, give me the boost, man.
Oh no.
I used my shield.
Oh my god. Yeah, the shield, just FYI, that doesn't block you from getting it like hit out of your hands, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah.
So you laser somebody and they still, oh my,
Proton spawn.
Oh my god, all 3 of us, dude.
Player 1 scored.
get out of here. get out of here.
Proton spawn.
Nice.
Oh, I saw those coming at me. I saw
Did I
them.
not grab that just now?
Oh, nice work.
I'll take that, brother.
The crusher. Oh, he's about to get 4 health.
Bro, my guy dancing.
Proton spawn.
Damn, I didn't pick that shit up.
Skirt. I should have just left. I should have not even like gone to the goal, right?
I mean, like, kind of. It depends. Okay.
Player 1 scored.
15 seconds. GG's, boys and girls.
Yeah, that is GG's. Unless. Actually, no. That shit's GG's.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Squeak.
you win. Player 3 scored.
Nice job with a score at the end. Who are you going against? Let's see. T-Pro,
You take a look.
Clyfowl. Oh, you going to Ukin?
Mm-hmm. It's not here though, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I guess he still has like half an hour. Yeah.
Daredevil is confirming Rush's in-game name in our group. Yeah, I see your what happens if Ukin is here. And his name is Rush.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna say for him, but I'm pretty sure Rush's name is just Rush in game.
Yeah, it is. That's what he just said.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd been talking this whole time. His mic's muted. He's like having a conversation with us, and he's like, you know, why aren't they responding?
They're not talking to me.
I got the best time in all of Miami. Give me them heat seekers.
Bro, who is this guy, bro? Why does he want beef with me?
Proton spawn.
Yeah,
Maybe
beef
he
in
missed
here.
a fucking proton because of that shit. Tatam, or whatever your name is. Okay, I'll just chill right there.
I just got crushed by the crusher. I completely forgot what was going on, like just in the heat of trying to shoot at you guys. I'm like right underneath the crusher, just getting it in.
Proton spawn.
Nice job, dude. I know to look out for you over there. Make sure that I am over there with you when that happens.
Yeah. I mean, there's a technically better spot, but
Proton spawn.
that one's pretty good.
Dude, what? I'm getting wiped. Just stay in the lava, dude. It'll be fine.
Please be a health pack. Oh man. You know what? I'm just gonna suicide back here. I ain't got no boost or nothing.
Nah, dude, give it to me. I'll take it.
I should have enough time to spawn back in like this.
Bro, I keep dying, man. Like, I'm just taking damage. Oh, dude.
Yeah, it's a little scummy shit, I can't lie to you. But watch out for people who do that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, like, you know, it's a tactic, right?
It's definitely a tactic.
There went the pro 10.
Oh my god, that guy just rammed into me.
Player scored.
The tournament rounds better not go like this. That's all I can say. Like,
I don't know the other guy you're like in the other team. Oh my god, I just boosted this guy forward. Oh, never mind. He dropped in anyway. Damn, he almost picked it up midair.
1 minute remaining.
Oh, that's so unlucky.
bro. I can't even see people half the time.
Seconds remaining.
Every time I get a beat on being able to move, man, I get popped.
Oh my god, I just got launched straight up into there.
Yeah, that's me out of the tournament.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
GG's.
Game over.
Big yikes.
I'm surprised there's not more people queuing
Agreed.
east. I wonder if you're just like getting like the run. Oh, there's a new guy. Never mind.
Yeah, Tatum was just in here too.
Yeah, true. We had 3 for a long time though.
Yeah. Well, Tatum just joined and left. He was like, "Oh, they're not starting." He might have just saw my name and been like, "You know what?
Yeah.
I've had enough."
I'm a cheat.
It's hard to tell where the Pro 10 spawns. Like, I have a hard time seeing it on the screen a lot of the
Yeah, I
time.
do too. I have to like constantly be looking around.
Pro 10 spawn.
Bro, Holden, huh? Whoa! I think I just got destroyed from being out of the map.
Oh, like you hit the ceiling?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I know it's possible, but
Player
Nice one.
just scored.
Preesh. I needed that for my morale.
Pro 10 spawn.
dude, I was trying to turn And the other guy's body was like blocking me. That's crazy. Oh, back to back.
Sometimes you just gotta score, you know what I'm saying? Like what?
Pro 10 spawn.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, I'm getting crushed.
Oh, dude, Tatum. Why are you cheating at this game? Why are you cheating?
Pro 10 spawn. Player 1.
Oh yeah, that was nice from there.
Bro. The ramp. And the wall.
Pro 10 spawn.
What are y'all doing?
Monster over there.
Pro 10 lost.
I have a rough time. This dude flying? How? Nah, dude.
I'm just gonna die.
Player destroyed.
Come on, man. I got no health. If he hits me, he hit me with one of those lasers, I died.
Pro 10 spawn.
Oh. No theory, Bob.
1 minute remaining.
Oh, you lucky dog. Sorry, T-Pro. I just had to.
Dude, I'm getting
I had
slammed
to
this
scrape off that
map.
last little bit of health you had, you know. Somebody left. Somebody left the game. They're like, I'm not winning.
Pro 10 spawn.
Oh, I hit the damn thing.
Oh, dude.
30 seconds remaining. Pro 10
Oh, I lost the protein right at the end.
player destroyed.
That's GG's.
GG's for me too.
Pro 10 spawn.
So you get points for holding,
5,
you get points for scoring, you get points for killing,
2,
and do you get points for dealing damage?
you win.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Well, ain't that something? What a game, what a game. Are you in any other Web3 style stuff, like with NFTs and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm in quite a bit actually. I used to play a lot of Shrapnel, and then kind of a less known games playing Atmos.
Okay. Haven't heard of Atmos. I do be playing a lot of Shrapnel though. A
It's
lot.
pretty good.
Yeah, it is good. I don't know, like I'm ready for the next round. The next STX, yeah.
Did you
But
complete the missions for this last one?
do what?
Did you complete the missions for the past one?
All the
The one
ones
that
on the
just-
Shrapnel website, yeah.
Yep.
Moku with 10,000, I'm like, nah, y'all, I'm good to go on that. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
I
a
can do
little
that.
minute. Did you?
No, it just wasn't that much metal either. It wasn't worth it.
Pro 10 spawn.
Yeah, agreed.
I think it was like maybe 300 or something for 10k Sigma. I'm like, nah. It's probably good like 7 hours of playing, you know? If not more.
It'd be cool if the missiles, like, were they shot straight ahead instead of up in the air.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right, bro.
Proton spawn. Player 1 scored. Proton spawn.
How in the world? I had my shield up and they ran right into me and killed me anyway. How is that? My boost is out. My boost is out. Trash.
Player 4 scored.
Trash, 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 trash.
Proton spawn.
I take damage so much. Get off me. I guess our boosts don't work the same.
Remaining. Proton lost.
By the time I start boosting, they already got me. And there went the protein.
Seconds remaining.
Where did he go?
Player destroyed.
So busy trying to kill me. These missiles are trash, dude.
5, 4, 3. Player destroyed. 1. Game over.
Mental all, man. This dude steady just like aggroing me the whole game. All right. I know I have a water bottle here somewhere. It's hard to miss. Okay. I feel like nobody's in. Sony Vietnam. I saw you. I saw you in the other Discord. You know? Tatum. Yeah. All right. Bro, do not do this to me.
Pro 10 spawn. Pro 10 lost.
You gotta be out of your fucking mind. That's a score.
Player
1000% that's a score. So, pro tip, don't use the boost. Ever. Even when you want to. Just don't do it.
Pro 10 spawn.
Got me, even with my shield up.
Pro 10 lost.
Even with the shield up.
Player 1 scored. Pro 10 spawn. Pro 10 vanished.
Anytime, dude.
Pro 10 spawn. Player 4 scored. Pro 10 spawn. Player 1 scored.
Smooth, dude.
Pro 10 spawn. 1 minute remaining.
Crap. Crap, dude.
Player 1 scored. $30 seconds remaining. Pro 10 spawn. Player discord. Five, four, three, two, one. You win.
I can't believe I just went right through that. Also can't believe that Steam wants to open up randomly. Oh. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh man. All right, let's get it. Hey, babe. Welcome in. How's it going? Where is the protein? No boost. I have no boost.
Player 3 scored.
It's a big yikes.
Pro 10 spawn.
I just keep getting killed. I throw my shield up and I keep taking damage no matter what. Whatever, dude.
Player 3
There's no way.
Pro 10 spawn.
Right at the very end. Right at the very end. Dude, I jumped over the beams. I leaned left, leaned right, and at the very end, I get tabbed by one.
Pro 10 spawn.
Whatever, dude.
Pro 10 spawn.
How did he score whenever I dealt damage to him outside of the thing and killed him? Doesn't make sense.
Pro 10 spawn. Player
Doesn't make any
3
sense,
scored.
dude. I don't even care at this point.
30 seconds remaining.
What was that, dude?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Player 3 scored.
I'm like right on it and I can't grab it. Some games are good, some games are fucking trash. And that was one of them. Let's see.
Pro 10 spawn.
How does that not kill him?
Protein lost.
Use the boost, dude. Not a fan of that. If I'm pressing the boost button, I should be able to use my boost. Yeah, shoot at me. I can't for the life of me use my boost, man. Like, I don't know what is going on.
Player 1 scored. Pro 10 spawn.
I'm sitting here using my boost and like I don't go anywhere. I don't move. Like, bro I'm like smashing the boost button.
1 minute remaining.
Get off me, dude.
One scored. 30 seconds remaining. Proton spawn.
I couldn't even see that. That's a score. He's got it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You win.
Whew. Okay, the tournament's about to start. So now I think it's time. I think it's time we relax a little bit. Thanks, babe. I think it's time we relax a little bit and get ready for the games. So first place, okay, they're talking about a lot of stuff in this Discord right now. It's almost time. Yes, it is almost time. If a bug occurs which puts the protein outside of the playable area and there's more than half the game time remaining, we will remake the game. There will only be one restart per group for this bug. If there's less than half the game time, the match will continue without the protein. The flow for the day will consist of us pinging you in your relative group threads when your matches are upcoming. We will notify you to join the tournament queue and proper voice channel within the same group thread. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. That sounds good to me. Check-in was at 11. Check-in closes at noon, which is closing now, and the first match starts in 15 minutes. So, I mean, I think we can get another game in. Yeah? Oh no, they closed the multiplayer lobbies down. They don't even have them. Oh. You gotta join the queue at the tournament? Practicing's over. You're either ready or you're not. All right, guys. It looks like there may be a stream coming up. I'm gonna go ahead and open that.
People that have their computer on.
The universe. Go ahead and give Cap 5 a like real quick. Like Jesus. Give him a follow. And the universe is beginning. Good luck, everyone. crazy. 13 minutes. All right, guys, I'm gonna go for a quick restroom break and I'll be right back. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. New follower. Okay, less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes. Capped 5. Appreciate the follow. Here, boss. Good luck in the tournament. Good luck in the tournament. About 8 minutes. 8 minutes left. How do you change your activity? Like it says on Discord, it says that I'm chilling. I'm not chilling. I'm not chilling. Chilling. Chilling underneath the blankets. Four minutes. Four minutes. Foe. Thanks, Benny, for the good luck wishes. It's good that we got a few rounds in before everything started. Like, definitely good. There's so many channels that you have to keep up with in Discord, I feel like. For this. But hey, what are you gonna do, right? Golly, community gaming is blowing up. Whew. One minute, and then we begin it. Let's see. All right. Y'all ready? You ready? Happy vibes. Here we go, 10 seconds. Let's get it, folks. Let's get it. Appreciate the good luck. What? Guys, it's time. It is time. Schlink. Schlinked right up. That's pretty cool. So this looks like the Hoverdrome. Very, very nice. Very nice.
Wow. Hi, hey, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and thank you for joining us. Today, we premiere the global fast action multiplayer that takes place in, well, you just saw it, the Universe. It's Hoverdrome. Hi, my name is Tanner Metro. I'm joined today by my good friend Orbital, and Orbital, if that video didn't get, if somebody in the world didn't get hyped from watching that video, there's something wrong. That got me pumped.
I love the fact that they saved it for us. That was our first time viewing it. It opened, and Tanner, you heard me go, holy crap.
Yeah.
That is a wild intro. I love it so much, and the fact is, players have already been in here. Macedonians have already been in here playing over the qualifiers the entire time. They know what it's like. They know what it feels like. We get to experience it along with them here in the grand finals.
Yes, that we do. So this is our, it's our culminating event. It's been open qualifier after open qualifier to lead to today. And there might be a handful of you who are familiar with the Universe, and there might be a handful of you who have maybe got your butts kicked in the proving grounds like I did. And you haven't heard of Hoverdrome, and you've been wondering what this is. Well, fortunately, we could sit here and talk to you about the fast action, the multiplayer, and all that good stuff, but we got a nice breakdown for you guys. We're going to jump away for a quick video to show you guys what exactly the Universe
Let's take a look, Tanner. Let's take a look. This is the Hoverdrome. Oh no, we're winning. What? There's an arena builder? You bet. You absolutely bet. A hundo.
I continue to be blown away. That's our first time looking at it. It's customize your ride, build an arena. The Hoverdrome is everything that a gamer could ask for, and then
Yeah, it's cool.
Not even talking about the gameplay, Orbital.
This is going to be absolutely insane. The
Very
fact
cool.
of the matter, this is still in alpha, I believe, and we are still seeing so much. And the fact that they have so
That's
much
true,
content
Orbital, it is.
at the beginning here, and so much
It is still in alpha.
flexibility, I think is going to be the main key to watch for. A lot of these players have been around for a little bit. They love playing inside the arena, and I'm very, very excited. Trying to snag that pro sense, trying to go ahead and dominate your opponents in a 4-minute match, by the way. It is very, very quick. You got 4 minutes to show your excellence. 4 players are in each game. Only 2 move on each time. I mean, this is going to be a wild ride.
I've been around since last Wednesday.
And that video didn't really break it down for you. Fortunately, I have the words to do it. So, Universe Hoverdrome, right? It's the fast action multiplayer game. It is currently in alpha. So what you see today means this is just the building block, right? This is just the baseline. We are only going up from there. And as you can see from that gameplay, it plays a little bit like Mario Kart and Rocket League, where you're going to be looking to score. You're not kicking a ball around or anything like that, but you're looking to grab that Pro 10 that Orbital was talking about. But you're also looking to destroy everybody, right? Not only destroy them in way of points, but destroy them in actual demolitions. The bikes themselves have weapons. There are weapons on the map.
Yeah, honestly, it feels like Twisted Metal and F-Zero meets Mario Kart and Rocket League.
It allows for that user-crafted content, so that is absolutely huge. Now, we have a pretty big day ahead of us, like we talked about kind of at the top there, Orbital. This is it, right? We've got 32 Macedonians who, they battle through the open qualifier. They earn their spot here today. There's a lot of games to be played, and there's also a lot on the line.
Yes, there is. And I like to say, anyone from veteran to newcomer is in this grand finals. We have players, we have Macedonians that have been here for 50 games plus in the open qualifiers. They have played an extensive amount, and then we have players that have been in here for 5
Just showed
games,
up.
and they have qualified. That shows the lengths and the skills that a lot of these Macedonians currently have.
That was me.
That makes it so much fun because, as you mentioned, Tanner, we have a very large prize pool on the line. 15,000 USDC plus. I believe it is 300,000 Unio inside of the game as well. There's so much available. I mean, my camera can't even keep up with it because this is going to be an amazing day. 32 competitors, and not just that, outside of the top prizing, everyone gets a piece. You have qualified in, and that means inside of the Hoverdrome arena, you are still rewarded, even if you fall in the early rounds.
Yep, that you are. So if each game, right, 32 players, each game has 4 players in the lobby. Everybody obviously doing their own thing. We don't have any teams here. So the top 2 from each game, well, each lobby, I guess I should say, because they're going to be playing 2 games. Let's go ahead and start over here. We've got 4 players to a lobby. Each lobby is going to be playing 2 games to get us started here in this round of 32.
Yes.
The top players, or the placement points rather, so for that first game, 9 points for first place, 4 points for second place, 2 points for third place, fourth place is going to get 1 point. Then we go ahead and run that back, and the top 2 teams from each of these groups that we see at the start of everything, which is 8 groups that we're going to be running through, will then jump forward. We're going to go ahead and shuffle things up and get it. And it looks like we will have a leaderboard eventually. We haven't played a game just yet. Shout out to the producers for putting that together. But we will be following along with our players that are standing out today. And speaking of standout players, we've already got a few to take a look at from the open.
Okay, so Group 1, Zemo.
Oh, we have an amazing set. So keep in
Galazka,
mind, these are all players that
Shim,
have already
and Lonsky.
cemented themselves inside
Game
of the
2,
Hoverdrome. They have fought very, very well.
Sony
There are
Vietnam,
multiple ways to win.
Mick,
Dive into it,
Mankey,
mention the captain
and
of the Pro 10
Umbera.
randomly around the map.
Umbera.
You go ahead and grab it, and you try and space forward. into the center. Now, there are a lot of obstacles that we'll dive into later on as well, which can get very dangerous, which can get silly, but your main adversaries are the other players. And because of that,
100%.
points are awarded on multiple different steps. One, how long you hold on to the proton, essentially how long you hold on to a football. If you score with the proton, if you bump someone who has a proton, and then just straight up eliminations. Now, granted, doing damage and actually eliminating someone are two very different factors. So we are going to hopefully
5 points
see
per
some
second on a hold.
varieties depending if you go against someone that very much like Psyche, who we have to point out in the open qualifiers had the highest points scored in a single game of 24-45. Once again, that is 2,445 points in a singular game. Considering a Proten score is only 200 points, you can only imagine how hard they worked to get that score.
Yeah, that's a lot of goals scored. And fortunately, we don't just have to talk about goals scored because our players are chomping at the bit to jump right in. Our first couple of groups are going to be difficult ones. They're going to be nail biters. We've got the first one ready for you here. So we are looking to jump right on into the action. We start here in the round of 32. And we talked about groups of deaths, groups of life, all of that. This is going to be, I think, one of our most contentious groups here. Everybody nearing that 2,000 best score and that 1,000 average scores. We get started nice and early. Now, eliminations from, destruction here. You see the rockets
very nice
coming
move over
flying
there,
through,
but
and
he
there's
did not
already a
pull
first
off the
early
grab
demolition,
on
and
the health.
Lonsky's already got an
Shame.
early goal score.
I love this side. So you open up very well with the
Very, very early score. And that is honestly one of the spots where you really do get into the goal fast. If you're set up and ready to go, you're not going to lose the Pro-10 on your way to the goal. This one's a little bit trickier.
But you're a free fire target as Lonsky gets eliminated as well.
Yeah, Lonsky gone after looking for the second score of that Proton. Now having
Very
to slow
nice.
down just a bit so they don't get smashed, but Galaska is going
It looks like they both pulled off the health.
grab of their own. So this one, it looked like it was maybe getting away from the lobby. Lonsky
Very, very nice rotation around the map.
a little bit closer now that we've got another score on the board, and you can see you get it.
Fighting it out through the lava, a lot of damage going to be exchanged through there. You can expect 1 or 2 deaths.
Everybody is chomping at the bit to get to it.
I mean, they're trying their hardest. Really, my eyes are on Zemo, who average score of 1,200, one of the top scorers in the early qualifiers, is actually sitting at the bottom of the tables, has not found their own route right now. Eliminations are the
And a
big
drop right before.
front, and Zemo's able to slide in to score. What a wild grab to stay in the running.
So, I mean, you spoke it into existence there, Orbital. Now, we expect Zemo to score a lot. We expect
Yeah,
Zemo
this is a good
be
spot to hold,
strong
but
player in this
you have a
lobby.
full
When you're
group
getting
of people
those
up at
quick
the top.
scores, when you're not traveling with that Pro-10, you are getting hurt a little bit because you don't get that Pro-10 hold time. So we see it. Has a goal scored or has a Pro-10 scored, but still sitting there towards the bottom. Meanwhile, Shim is slowly working their way up just through demolitions alone.
And it's difficult to do so. At the same time, Shim is also
It
just
is
trying
very
to hang on
difficult to
it.
get
You do
elimination
5 points per
score.
second that you hang on to the Proton,
Like,
but
you
your
don't get that
speed is
much for it.
wildly reduced, which is why we're seeing those Proton consistently be dropped by players.
Ooh,
And Zemo's
on
actually
purpose.
Going to drop into the final
Yeah.
hits just to try and deny extra points. Lonsky is going to follow up behind as everyone pretty much is on a reset.
Yeah, reset there. So when that Proton falls off the map, it will reset to a random spot. So that's what Zemo was hoping for. Could get back on the board nice and healthy. And you see that Zemo's crept into that second place spot as that Proton is up once more. And there it is. I mean, Zemo, here it is. They slowed down for a second, but Zemo is starting to pick it up.
And the fact that you were able to slide in so well, Zemo has started to time when that hammer drops in the center. If you're able to slide in, you can basically negate the amount of time you need to hang onto the Proton, and that also denies the amount of time someone is targeting you with the Proton in hand. Very well done by Zemo. Now, 250 points in the lead.
Zema.
Yeah, and just playing it so well. Again, just
Safe
coasting
plays.
into that lava there. Trying to earn as many points as possible while holding that Pro-10 and then working towards the reset. So we might have seen a very early recipe for success for some of these players who find themselves in the lead and want to try and hold it. As Galaska finds another Pro-10 scored there, kind of protesting the strategy that Zemo has offered in, hey, let's just play it slow. Galaska say, no, I'm not letting that happen.
No, not at all. And Zemo, another part about it is every elimination or every death that you have on your own head, you actually lose 10 points. However, if you hold the Proton for 3 or 4 seconds, you actually negate that. You're earning 10 points overall. So that's, I think, why we see Zemo actually dive into the pits. You go
10
ahead and hang on to
seconds
it
in
for just
game
a little
1.
longer. This last duel for the last 10 seconds is getting wild right now. That's a snap. Galaska steals it away at the last second.
Yeah, Galaska.
The last
He,
second, no time left.
he can
for
hop
another
in.
Proton,
That's
and
for sure.
Galaska gets it
He,
done. You called it out there, Orbital.
He's tricky.
What a grab at the end of the first game to steal that away. You talked about play styles. We saw a very obvious choice made from Zemo in that one to want to keep this first place spot.
Yeah,
and
Zemo's
play safe.
holding.
But sometimes when
He
you're
doesn't.
playing
He's not
safe,
keeping the game
you
moving.
just
He wants
lose.
to
You lose
hold
it
that.
all and not risking anything.
That was such a difficult task as well, and with an average kill score of 4 across the board, it means that everyone is realizing that this is going to get very, very messy, but still,
Very
Zemo
messy.
being able to slide in on that fact, kept it for 1:05, 21 seconds total on the Pro-10 score, puts you in a narrow victory. It was literally just a 1 Pro-10 score difference. That's going to be really fun going into game 2. Now, keep in mind, the bottom scores are the main ones. 9 points to first place, 4 to second. Those total scores at the end do not matter unless your placement score is a big part. So Zemo still has a chance to go ahead and tie it up, but so far, getting messy already.
Yeah, and tiebreakers, right? It's very apparent, right? It's very possible that we do find a tiebreaker if we see, the second place and first place spot flip. Now, with that, obviously, it goes down to points scored, right? Where you're sitting. If you're Zemo, okay, foot off the brake, man. You can't be playing this slow game anymore, right? We're not playing the reset game anymore. If you're gonna tie, you
100%
have to make
Zemo.
sure that you are
You
up
gotta
there
get in there. You gotta get those points.
clearing, Galaska specifically in this matchup, in this lobby, to make sure that that tiebreaker does go in your favor. But man, that was, if you blinked, you missed it. It came and it went, and we've got an early winner in Galaska with Zemo in a close second. But I think, what do we see from Lonsky here in this one? Obviously, it's maybe a far cry to find a first or a second place here and then maybe work their way into the next lobby, but they came out so incredibly hot.
Of course, that's only at the start. You have to keep that pace for the entirety of the match. And of course, if you do not, it falls very, very quickly. Lonsky so far has taken a very aggressive stance. Step up to the front. You can see the eliminations pretty much
Yeah,
off
Lonsky,
rip.
pull that off.
I still think that puts a target on your back, though. You create a lot of space early. This will snap at the beginning, though.
Nice
will set you
score.
very far ahead.
Very nice score from
3-1-4 at the
Lonsky.
start.
And
Hovering over the
dropping
top of
hammer
everybody,
at the last
boosting off the
second.
top of that
Lonsky
area.
had the timing. Yeah,
The top of the cliff.
100% puts a target on your back. And
Yeah,
this
this
is
one's a pretty
exactly how
fast one, too,
Lonsky
if you can get
started
in.
the first game.
Zemo.
Now needs to
Very
keep it
nice.
up, but
Wow.
I mean, this is how it started again. From game 1 to game 2, we see Lonsky out to an early start, and Zemo right behind, saying, "Hey, I'm still the man in this lobby."
It's actually on Galaska that we're waiting to actually prop up. Now remember, with 9 points, you pretty much have secured a spot. It's very difficult to actually overtake. So
Zemo having a rough time there, getting a lot of damage.
24 points so far. Need a little bit more, as that's a crusher. Feels so bad. Lonsky is going to be killed, but with the Proton just popping out again.
You have one more person,
That 200.
Zemo.
Zemo's going to try and grab him. Maybe you do.
Oh. Zemo, nice
Zemo
recovery.
got it.
Nice recovery from Zemo.
That is-
100%.
it's
Yeah, no, that was a rough little fight there at the end. If you start losing the Pro-10 near the crusher, it's a fight, because anybody can come in, grab it, and just tap it right in, you know? It's tough.
Quick to leave your side, even when you have your shield on, like Zemo did just there. But as Lonsky tried to sneak on in,
Oh,
gets
no.
absolutely crushed, and we're still floundering right here by the goal.
Zemo.
But it's Zemo once again.
And I like the reset at the end. Remember, Zemo last time was utilizing a quick reset, just hanging on to the Proton as much
Good
as
job,
possible.
Zemo.
Realize
Very
every time
good.
you do that, you actually leave yourself a little bit vulnerable. The opponents can actually grab the Proton and send it in. That's what got you caught last time. Instead, looking for the opportune moment, grab that Proton as much as possible.
Galaska.
Galaska scores their first Proton of this game, but so far it's
Very
still
nice.
quite a bit behind Zemo.
You having 9 points in that first one. Is maybe feeling pretty comfortable in this, but you definitely don't want to flounder.
You
in a
see
third
Zemo
or
with,
fourth.
like, no
way.
health.
Oh, Zemo.
I was
Yep,
about to say.
Not long for this world driving into the lava like that, and that allows perfectly for Galaska to just try and walk this one on in, try to dodge everything.
that score,
and
I don't know.
does so finds the score there, goes down just after.
All right, well, Zemo's been able to capture a little bit more, but Galaska being able to close it so quickly, this last minute and a half is going to be very, very important. Keep eyes on the HP bars. As Zemo or Galaska get low enough, it's going to be a disaster. As that's another pop out. Galaska cannot finish it off. Zemo wants to score, but he can't.
Wow, doesn't make it through the lava.
What a
and
grab.
that allows for Shroom to try and play Disruptor here. Just picks up the Proton, grabs a couple of points, wants to find some more, but look who's here to play spoiler again. Zemo scoops it up for just a moment. Galaska comes flying through past two. Will find another score. And with a minute left on the clock, Galaska finds himself the lead.
Galaska's doing really well.
And Zemo, you have to reset here. I love
This
that
match
drop
is
into the lava.
solid.
You get full HP. You got 45 seconds left to make magic happen. That last Proton score is going to be so important, or else Galaska is going to push you out of first place. Either way, you might move on. It's going to be dangerous.
Yeah, another reset there. Lonsky trying to keep
Galaska. Man, just creep right in, huh?
This lead continues to grow as Zemo destroyed once more, not able to get out of the fight for that Pro-10 that was no longer there thanks to Galaska.
Wow,
He does
Galaska.
it again, just plays the reset beautifully and coasts on into victory.
So that's one thing that I'm seeing is that Galaska is actually capturing the Pro-10 in midair. He's captured in midair as he ramps off the edge.
At the end, we saw it out of
Very nice work.
Fly by Zemo, Lonsky, and Shum all fighting. And we talked about strategy. We talked about the ability to identify what your mainstay win conditions are. And that time, Galaska said, yo, they are fighting way too much. That Pro-10 is constantly flying. I can snipe it.
Wow, and you see fighting way too much. 7 deaths. 7 destructions on Zemo. Shum also in that boat as well. But it felt like even in the first game, Shum was finding a lot of demolitions on both sides of the coin. And you're losing points for that. You are absolutely losing points for that. Fortunately,
Be right back, guys.
our first and second place spot is exactly the same as it was before, which means that this back and forth that we saw between Zemo and Galaska, it doesn't mean one or the other. Both of these players are going to be moving forward into the quarterfinals, and I'm excited to see if they get matched up again, but most importantly, who they match up against, because that was an electric start to our long day here, Orbital. We got a lot of games to play.
We got so many rounds for these players to actually figure out how they want to play, and I love the adjustments. I really want to highlight that. Galaska in game 1 of that group was a little bit slower, a little bit more individualistic is the best way to put it. It very much, hey, I'm going to snipe it away, and that's why it was so close between Zemo and Galaska in that game 1. It was what, only like 30. It was a 1 Pro-10 score game, and then the second was just like, I know this is going to happen. Those adjustments we need to actually see from the other groups as well. You mentioned who are they going to face off against. There is a high possibility that both these players are actually placed in separate lobbies as well. So the individual differences, the ability to adjust, to improvise and overcome some of these situations, the strategies will shift from group to group, which I'm very excited for. Group 2 as well, one of the players that we want to watch for, Sony Vietnam, will have to do the exact same thing, try and figure out a way, because you have an average score of 1126. As we saw previously, that doesn't really matter.
No, not at all. Yeah, everything that we knew about the open qualifiers, it definitely looks a little different when you start to play against that caliber. Does sound like Sony Vietnam and the rest of that lobby is getting ready to go. I do want to give shouts to Lonsky and Shun, obviously doing their part in this one and joining us for the first ever event like this. So thank you. And every lobby needs a Lonsky. Every lobby needs the player that is gonna go grab that Pro-10 first and, you know, just get the jitters out of there. Hey, the first one's been scored. Lonsky walked, so Zemo and Galaska could run, right? That's how both of those games started, and a nice little shake and bake to launch them
Round
to
2,
the front.
or game 2,
To have
excuse
our
me.
second group going, another very scary group. You mentioned Sony Vietnam with a very high average score, one of our highest total scores, best
So
scores
Sony
ever.
Vietnam and I played a game a few minutes ago, and he did pretty well. I think I won that game. I'm not sure if he came back and won a second game, but I know that I did win a game against him. And then the second, Mick is actually somebody who like virtually tied with me in the qualifier during the first couple of days, I want to say. And well, I say we tied. He was 1 point behind me. and you know, so Mig should be pretty good.
You just mentioned it, someone that can sneakily steal away a game.
Yeah, and the finesse with these fights,
Right.
to be able to pick that up, scoot their way across the lava, the timing that they've got on that crusher in the middle, it is not easy to get this Pro 10 to its home, and we've seen it time and time again. Zambera unfortunately goes down there. Scooping up though is Sony Vietnam. Pro 10 can go ahead and be reset as too much damage comes through. That's not a lot of health, unfortunately, for Menki there. And it means that Menki will be annihilated, and Sony Vietnam is on the board.
Very nicely done, and you can see how everyone's a little bit more cautious grabbing that Proton. It's a little bit slower.
A lot of damage there with those missiles. He was just chilling while they just came and sideswiped him.
Sony Vietnam does get eliminated, dropping 10 points there, but this is going to be the pickup here. Another elimination right as you try and grab it, so very nicely done by Mick to try and stay in the lead.
And some of these Pro 10 spawn points, like right there in those cogs, when you're in the middle of those giant cogwheels, you're kind of stuck. There's a health to your left and a rocket to the right, but you have to drive to the cogwheels to get it, so you're risking your life to do it. And this is where we just see the destruction. Everybody struggling to get out of this area. Finally, we do get Sony Vietnam breaking free just a little bit, not before getting destroyed themselves. That Pro 10 to get reset. Nimpera looking to score here, but the timing with the crusher just wasn't great. It was them who gets crushed instead. Now the shield is on. Sony Vietnam is back in the mix, but the Pro 10 does not want to go home.
Yeah, no, they're having a rough time.
This call. Mick says, okay, it's too difficult. We're having difficulties trying to actually get it to score, so instead I'm going to hang on to it. Get 5 for every second I hold on, and then speed boost my way straight to the center, dodging all the
flying is insane.
I love this call by Mick.
The flying is insane.
He eventually gets tagged. He was going towards the health. Does eventually get it, but loses the Pro 10 in the mix. And with this score, Sony would be able to creep into the lead, but gets reset once more, and Mick is right back at it.
Yeah, the floating is insane. I don't know how you do that.
It's too difficult to get to the center. It's too well guarded. And these eliminations, you can see, dragging everyone away, always to the south, southeast, now trying to the center, but it just keeps popping out. So because of that, Mick has amassed 666 points. Even with the score, you are still in the lead, but Sony Vietnam getting very close.
Yeah, and a destruction there sets Sony Vietnam back 10 points. Now, something that we should have mentioned, Mick coming in as one of the highest average kills or destructions in a game in the open qualifiers, and Menki right behind Mick with 7 and 6 respectively. So we should have expected this. We should have expected a very explosive game where the game plan has to change up,
Ricardo, 666 has to sign.
Just run it down. You can run it into the lava, but you're going to drop the Proton, unfortunately.
Mick's like, yo, let me have some fun here. Run straight into the lava plume, says, oh crap, that didn't really work. But because of that, you denied the Proton hold for a little bit longer, and with the reset, you're actually going to push yourself up to about 800 points. With 15 seconds left, even a Proton score will not do anything. Look at this glide, by the way.
Not a fan of that.
Styling right now. I'm surprised we're not seeing a 360 come out.
Now, that's so important. It does look like Mick does go down there at the end, but has done just enough to really keep that score creeping up.
Yeah, not a big fan of that.
Breakers in this one. I mean, you have to think Mick has done enough to keep themselves separated from that thought. I want to talk about the bikes themselves. The bikes themselves have 20 shots in the lasers that recharge, and then there's the homing missiles around the map. If you're that good at juggling your vehicle through the air, it's not easy to shoot somebody in the air with those lasers. You want to have those missiles. So staying on
anyone
top
going against Mick, very weak tactic.
The respawns on the missiles, which
you have missiles.
We do know can crush your vehicle, so be careful with that. But if you don't have them, then Mick or players like Mick can just run away with the game like that, right? Have that finesse to just fly through the air and give us that show that we saw with. I mean, it was like something out of a sci-fi fantasy, right? Lasers flying through and the cart. It's like slow motion, music playing in the background. Mick really gave us a show.
I mean, it's not even just the finesse there, because yes, Mick is straight up throwing us for a sci-fi loop. It's also the fact that the ammo juggling was just as well in Mick's favor. I would like to point out, in that game alone, Mick scored a third of their points specifically from kills. 9 kills in that game alone, going far past what we had in group number 1. It was a wild statement to make. So not only do you have the finesse to juggle your hover bike inside of the air, you say, hey, no worries. You are literally eliminating people as you go around. And we mentioned very few Pro 10 scored. One goal by Mick, and yet 48 seconds held on the Pro 10. So many eliminations. This game, this next one is going to be such a different look.
Yeah, what does it look like? Does it look like for the 3 other players that same Pro 10 rush back to the center?
All right, let's see it. Mankey, Imbera. Let's see y'all pull it off.
Mick already trying to get into the mix here early. Out comes the Pro 10. The Rockets fly back and forth, and nobody's fallen just yet. It's actually Menki to scoop up the first Pro 10. Nope, it's Menki to go down. It's Mick to have it, and it's Sony to steal it at the end.
Very nice work, Sony.
Mick thought they were able to grab it, but instead it's passed over, and Sony Vietnam is able to sneak it away. Last time Sony Vietnam was in second place, just about 200 points behind, but that sneak gives them such a large edge.
And this is that spawn orbital that we saw that was giving players a lot of trouble, but quickly getting out of the mix. It's Menki.
That dude,
find a goal scored.
He got popped a few times. I'm surprised he didn't lose the Pro 10.
Menki was quiet in the first game, but is really trying to make a statement in the second.
Okay, I don't know what you call quiet. Had 6 kills in the previous game. Maybe quiet in the scores themselves, you know, but I would agree.
Let's see it, Sony.
Hiding away, waiting for the perfect opportunity, trying to play it a lot more tactical this time around. I can really get behind that.
And Mick had a slower start. It seems like maybe Mick getting a little targeted.
Oh, that's wiped. Yeah.
That's true. Found a whole lot of value and has already been destroyed twice.
Oh, and giving Menki the chance. Can you bring it all the way in? No, you cannot. Had to drop it down at the very end, and now sniped away by Sony Vietnam. But those spins, those harsh turns.
No, Sony! He passed it up!
That could have been another one, but Sony Vietnam misses that goal.
Oh, no, that hurts. That hurts really bad.
Right in front, but Mick. Now,
that hurts.
Mick showed us with one goal scored, they can run away with the game. That's the goal scored. Now, do they run away with this game? They're going to go ahead and top themselves off, have these missiles, can look to go right back towards those destructions that they earned so many points with in the last game. And they're going right into Imbera here. That Pro 10 is going to go down, unfortunately. Some destruction on the obstacles as Mick goes up and over the top, but gets slowed down, will get smashed in the mix, and Sony's right there to collect.
And it's starting.
You got to pay your taxes.
Game of who's on second. The early
That's
bird
for sure.
They get the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. That's how this works right now. It feels if you can snipe it away from your opponent at the last second, that is your opportunity to score. A big duel on the northern side of the map right now along that hillside is going to leave that Pro 10 a little bit high and dry inside of that lava. And the dueling out leaves another elimination, and Sony Vietnam sent right back to the respawn.
He couldn't get out, it looked like.
Dropped inside the lava. Everybody trying to pick it up is taking so much damage to do so. You know, mind you, there's players shooting at you as well. It is going to be Mick to get it out of that position, but loses it. This spot right here is very scary. Fortunately, the Pro 10 was on the low ground.
Tricky.
We've seen players do things like this. Look to fly their way directly into that score as Mick goes down once more. And it's a third place right now for Mick. 50 seconds on the clock here, and Menki trying their best to do it once more.
I mean, you can try and fly.
Oh,
You're actually going to drop it into the pits here, so this is an opportunity. Sony Vietnam tried their best because it gets eliminated as well. Is able to get a snipe on that
Dude, that bridge is
so
trifling.
doable. Imbera is saying, listen, I want to get more points on the board.
Come on, Imbera, pull it off.
Here, but let me get a score
No.
now. No, denied as well.
Denied as well.
Oh my God!
Mick.
Can come through
Dude.
and secure. Who better than Mick finding the timing in a very scary spot? We saw all
unless somebody can pull off the snipe right there, that is game.
Before Mick made a decision to get that Pro 10 out of there. This time the decision is
to score. Sony. Oh no, and Mick pulled it off.
Who collects it again.
Bro.
And Mick, your winner once more. I mean, I don't know if that was any more electric than the first, but man, these games are so fast-paced, and you can see
what a
how
finale indeed on that last Pro 10.
Mick was in third for the majority of that game, Orbital.
It was wild, and I think it goes back to the fact that even though Mick had 11 kills, by the way, outpacing The original 9, only 710 damage. Getting those final eliminations are also just as impactful, but the sniping, once again, following in behind Galaska's style of where can you find those random stray hits? Where is that Proton going to drop? And the predictive analysis from the players, I have to give huge props to them. They've been able to predict, they've been able to hide out, find those last grabs, and nail home the goals. That is what will turn good players to great Macedonians that will go into the Halls of Legends.
Yeah, and this, what's exciting is, I'm
All right,
always
Orbital,
blown
fix your
away
focus.
by players in any game that can sit down for something new, right? If they've been in the Unioverse and they've worked their way through the proving grounds, this game is completely different. The heroes look the same, but it plays so differently. But for players to be able to sit down in a short span of time and really dissect and understand a game, that is so impressive to me. We saw it from.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Nick kind of took the Zemo strategy and really made it work in their lobby, which I think just goes to show that in some lobbies that's gonna be cool, that's gonna work. But in
All
other
right, next
lobbies
up we
where
got
they have rankings
Clyfoul,
every game,
Creepits,
maybe it doesn't work. It's so
Sully,
exciting that-
and T-Pro. Now, if you guys saw earlier, T-Pro is the one we were playing against that was scoring a lot of points, man. T-Pro's one to watch out for. I had to wish him good luck. He was doing really well in the pre-games, so we'll see how well he holds on to his tenacity in this game. Let's see it, T.
They each get to design their own rare hover bike. They are the only ones so far to be able to do this, that they will be able to create, craft, and hone their own bike. Not only that, they'll get a Unioverse, a gamer tag to everyone that has competed here today, as well as a special hero metadata award.
Heck yeah!
Yeah, there's a lot. You've already got yourself kind of in the, I want to say in the money, but in the money. Whether it be through prizes or through Unio or for that USDC that we see later on as we continue on the day. Now, it does sound like we are set back just a little bit. We are waiting to get these players ready for our third group. We've got 2 groups down. We've got 6 more to go, and all that will come to you right after this short break.
Heck yeah, love short breaks. You know what else I love? Hard cuts. How you like that?
Sci-fi franchise and your ultimate platform for game creation. Players can use Unio Coin to create heroes, weapons, hover bikes, starfighters, and more. Unioverse provides powerful user-generated content tools for players to create truly unique items and mint them on the blockchain, where they can then be used across dozens of Unioverse games. Master your skills to earn rare traits and fame, shaping your legacy with the most coveted content in gaming. Developers can stake Unio to unlock ecosystem perks, promote games, engage users with our social API, and access platform analytics. Players can stake Unio to elevate user-created levels and host epic tournaments, tapping into exclusive community rewards. Our tokenomics are designed for the long haul, fueling community engagement and robust game development for years to come. The Unioverse is an epic sci-fi franchise with heroes and villains whose stories are told in comics. An anthology novel written by
supposed to be in this
award-winning
game, but
science fiction and horror.
for some reason, we're having a little trouble getting
Yukin
Yukin in.
Community of gamers, creators, and developers who are continuously enhancing the value of the franchise and the assets within it. Join us to create new worlds. The Unioverse saga begins now, powered by Unio Coin.
Doesn't look like it's happening, guys. Does not look like it's happening. It might happen. it's customizing the bikes is cool, and building your own arena is really cool. I love that. All right. It's a 3-man. Oh, Cell Dweller did the score. What do you know about that? No, Cell Dweller. I used to listen to him back when I was in my Modern Warfare 2 days. Y'all need somebody to play? Let me know in the chat. Just show up to my chat and just let me know that y'all need somebody as the fourth in this game. Here to help. That looks so straightforward. It looks so straightforward. Oh, Rush is talking to me. Or was talking to me in the Yukin. There you go.
Welcome back, everybody, and thank
and
you
there is
for
Yukin.
sticking tight as we get these games ready for you. We're 2 groups
Yukin
down,
has made it.
6 groups to go here for the Hoverdrome public preview tourney. This is a global sensation. We've got players from all over the place, and with 2 groups
doing
down,
hard cuts.
we see some players that are working ahead. We've got 6 more groups to go. And again, Orbital, there is a lot on the line for this first ever public preview tournament.
I mean, it's an amazing thing when you have so many players coming in for one specific reason to win. I think that's a big part about it. You go ahead and flaunt your stuff. I mean, there's prizing. We mentioned the large prize. Well, we got to break it down for what you actually get because, yeah, you know, if you come here, you get all the fun hover bike stuff, but there is some other stuff on the line. First place earns 7,500 USDC plus 25,000 Unio inside of the Unioverse itself. It is awesome to see. Of course, we'll get to that later as we're right into, I believe, Group C.
Yeah, we are jumping into it. Our 3rd group of the day. We've got Sully, Clyfoul, T-Pro, and Yukin. We'll see if they can live up to the hype that we got to. You know what? I know they're going to live up to the hype because that's
I bet you that person had an issue with their remote.
The game is just hype, so I know we're going to get it here. But who jumps out ahead early? First Pro 10 spawn, quick to it. Is Clyfoul, scoops it up. Unfortunately, in the lava for a bit, and that Pro 10 will find a nice little reset and go in the other direction is T-Pro, but Yukin was waiting for him.
Well, T-Pro also has the largest average score, I believe, of this lobby, 998.
Yeah, T-Pro's good.
A multitude of games here, so knows their way around. However, Clyfoul running foul of this early matchup, getting 92 points and trying to get a score down, but got eliminated early, so now the Proton just hopping in and about, but it's so close to the score that you can just slide right in.
Sully
with the drift is able to score
nice cap
here in this game.
Yeah, Sully steals it away right at the end. Yukin was set up almost perfectly to find a score, but dropped the Proton at the last second. We have seen that a handful of times already where it looks good for one, but then it looks better for somebody else. T-Pro sitting with the Proton in hand for just a moment, does eventually drop it. Now, you can sometimes see that these carts go blue. These players do have a personal shield that avoids damage, but it doesn't stop the Proton from dropping, which is exactly what we saw there. And now, things are getting scary. The health bars are low. T-Pro's the healthiest one here. Healthy enough to score? Nope, doesn't look like it.
Nope, but this is going to be a little speed forward because guess who was there? It's almost Yukin, but it's going to hide right out and about. Clyfoul's able to score right
very good move.
Watching the explosion of pretty colors, so Clyfoul running foul, everything now, but looking pretty dang good. 429 on the score.
And comfortably taking that first place spot. Would maybe like to get another couple of destructions. Sully is just around the corner from being able to take that lead with another score. T-Pro couldn't quite get out of the corner there, and that Pro 10 will flounder once more. It's that same position, right? It's just outside of those large cogwheels, but I mean, when you do stuff like this, Clyfoul, how about that clear of the Pro 10?
Oh, what a grab. What a grab on the health pack. You go ahead, drive up high, and make sure you try and spot out.
Fly holding a lot of points there.
Be a problem, but you try and spin it around and
T-Pro.
get the score. And T-Pro.
Nice work, T-Pro.
Talking about the average score is finally going to push themselves into second place, but they need a little bit more here in the last minute and a half. You need to find another score if you can. Going to sit on top of the Proton spawn. Is it going to work though? Are you? Oh, I don't think you can. Wow, what a pop! Holy crap!
Yeah, you're trying to.
No
okay,
way!
T-Pro.
No way!
T-Pro.
Wow. Okay, T-Pro. Finally living up to this score that we set, this pace that we set for them as we jumped into this game. Obviously, as the competition gets tighter, you have to expect it to get so much more competitive in these games specifically. So these top scores might slow down just a bit, but T-Pro is looking to live up to that average as he sneaks away this time. Not looking to score right away. Man, it is so heartbreaking when you do so much work with that Pro 10, but you're doing the work for somebody else, and T-Pro has just made that possible by the work there of Clyfal. And now that Pro 10 sits and flounders.
Bro, everybody's chilling right now.
And it will mean that T-Pro keeps that lead for a moment longer.
Well, of course, that's Sewell to go ahead and grab it. With the eliminations earlier on, you were almost spacing yourself out. And with the dangerous spot, the first one to pick it up is not going to be the one to score. Instead, you're going to try and pull your way in. But because the hammer went down, you're not able to wreck it in. Because Sully is able to speed on into first
bringing
place.
it.
665.
Sully was doing the work for somebody else, but then eventually was like, no, I'm taking matters into my own hands. The timing worked against them. But eventually, they do find a way to get that Pro 10 to its home. Oh, and the timing there, just a little bit off to snag that Pro 10 out of the sky and sail into victory there. And with that,
nice work, Sully.
Sully steals away
Very nice
game.
work.
That was last 5 seconds. I cannot tell you enough. That was a last second elimination. Take a look at the kills on there. Sully got the last kill. That was what was bumped up, that 33 extra little damage. It just faced in perfectly. I think it was last 2 kills actually.
Very nice
I saw
game.
that swap, and T-Pro has to be pissed off. That was wild.
A very explosive game, and I mean, what do the players feel like, Orbital? I'm an anxious wreck when I'm watching these players. When I'm watching Sully flying in to try and get that Pro 10 home, and then the hammer comes down and the timing doesn't work, and then it gets crazy. But then Sully scores, and it all comes full circle. I am an anxious wreck for these players. And that was just the first game of this lobby. That was the first game of Lobby 3. Like, man, T-Pro tried what they could, slowed down a little bit there at the end, but still put up a pretty good game, and now has another one to try and live up to it. But Sully, I don't have any stats written down for Sully. And now I've got stats written in that Sully's like that. Sully really is like that.
I mean, that was also the crazy part, is that we only had 5 Pro 10 scored between all 4 players this time around. The Macedonians were not able to really lay it down with the hover bikes as much as they would have liked in this group, and that is a wild stat. So you actually have to look at the other statistics that are offered. So those kills, those holds on the Pro 10s, those eliminations, the damage, the deaths as well. This all comes into play, and this is why we were mentioning it is so dangerous to try and play a game just focused on one aspect. It is the dynamic factor. How well do you adjust? At this point, every player in this lobby has to understand you're not going to hang on to that Pro 10. I am so sorry. Right now, it is not in your favor. I would also like to point out, Sully scored, I think, all the points in the latter half of that game. Under 2 minutes is when all 732 came by. So if I'm T-Pro, I'm sitting there going, okay, I need to look at those eliminations.
I thought Sully scored the first point.
Where Sully is known now to be a little bit sneaky. Find the eliminations on them, knock them out early before they can sneak away another game.
Yeah, we had early eyes set on Clyfal there too.
Oh, you can. Very nice.
Unfortunately, things didn't go their way, so they'll maybe... Well, okay, here it is. An early aggressive start again. Out come the upgrades there. Missiles in hand, so we'll jump away from the Pro 10 for now to try and grab those missiles, maybe look for a couple of destructions themselves. And, well, everybody is getting destroyed here as that Pro 10 falls down. T-Pro here to try and scoop it up, but misses?
Oh, that hurts. So
yeah,
the other side of this
that was weird.
You do have to be a little bit smarter about how you collect. I think that was because you were trying to go on the side At the ramp, your nose of the vehicle actually jumped a little bit too high. You weren't able to grab him. Because of that, you actually don't get as many points as you were hoping. I think Clifal could have been within, I want to say, the 100 bounds at this
No
point,
comment.
if that didn't happen.
That's all I'm gonna say. No comment.
And I mean, when stuff like that happens, right? That bridge, look how much lava is around it. You are surely queuing yourself up for destruction. So what do, right? You have to make that decision. Do I let somebody else put themselves in a bad spot to get that Pro 10, or do I go for it? And unfortunately, it didn't work for T-Pro
Damage
then, but it does look
from
like
the
from the
falling
damage finds a reset going. Actually, is
from the falling item.
This is the plan, right? You sit back. You just try and pull everybody to you because they have to stop it from holding the Pro 10. And then as soon as they come your way, you look to find that beautiful air glide into the score there of that Pro 10. And although it hasn't been a score just yet, look at the score. T-Pro slowly creeping up further and further.
Yeah, T-Pro's pulling it off right now.
This is beautiful job, but there's the other side of
nice
it.
Job, Clive.
Snubbed in game number 1 is going to go ahead and drop that score and reset pretty much everything on the board. T-Pro is going to reset their HP bar and waiting for the second factor. Now everyone hunting towards the northern side of the map. We talked about this bowl. We talked about this danger whenever the Pro 10 spawns here. It's going to be a difficult one.
Yeah, waiting for it there. Able to sneak away as Clifal. He's away with it, and maybe
Clifal. Come on, man. He was in the air the whole time. I can't believe they didn't get him.
There are moments where I love watching these players because you can actually see them think, okay, when's the best time to speed forward? Because when you have the Pro 10, you are much slower. That is an active part of the game.
Look at that.
But when you get the hard speed boost, you are solid. Clifal, 3 in a row on the scoreboard, says, nay, we are not playing for damage. We are not playing for kills. We're playing to get those goals.
Clifal's not letting up, trying to secure that first place, going toe-to-toe here with T-Pro as they fight over the Pro 10.
Come on, T-Pro.
T-Pro's way. I think Clifal thought he had scooped it up, but yeah, finds that full heal. It won't stop that Pro 10 from leaving your bike if you take too much damage, though. So T-Pro headed the opposite direction. Clifal trying to sneak away and hide behind this magma waterfall to just secure a couple of points. It's exactly what Yukin was looking to do, but T-Pro has something to say about it.
Right
now, man, a lot of damage all at once with those missiles and lava.
Sitting at the bottom of the tables has not even been able to push up. Your 9 points can be pretty much nothing at this point if you do not get at least third, I think, just to be a little bit safe. However, 40 seconds are left. You can still do some work to kind of prop up your score. You're only 6 points behind, but it's still T-Pro who is looking to lay it in. Pro 10 dropped right inside of the lava. Slide in. You can try to glide if you can, but stopped at the last second. Oh, that hurts.
And the destruction
Clifal.
because of it, and Clifal reaps the rewards. Clifal is just walking in and taking everything from everybody this game.
I think that is 4 in a row. Clifal has essentially stolen away this game number 2. You have cemented yourself as first place, and I think you're good, but T-Pro slides in as well just to try and get their own, but I mean, wild ending here. This is by far our closest lobby yet.
Yeah, the closest lobby yet where we've actually seen different winners throughout the lobby.
Yeah, Clifal was ruthless that game.
You saw it right there at the end. Heartbreaking. Was about to find another score. Was about to raise this score. One of the highest scores we've seen on the day. But that hammer comes down. Right, the smasher comes down. The timing just doesn't work, and T-Pro is able to punch another one in. So T-Pro secures a second place here. What does that mean for Suli, who finished first in the previous one, but third in this one? And I believe Clifal and Suli actually swapped places in that. So a 189-point game here in the second one.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, so never mind. That was enough. It sounds like T-Pro actually going out in third place in this group. So
really?
Suli's 189 was just enough to get them over the edge there. And Clifal, okay, welcome on in. Hi, hey, hello. Wow.
It is a very big point. So the jump, and we have to state this, first place affords you so many safe opportunities. So essentially, if you get first, there's almost no way to drop out unless, well, at least in the 2-game format that we are running in the early stages. 9 points is enough to eclipse a double second place seeding. And you really are only looking at the fact, if second place is able to get first as well, that's the big part about it. Or able to eclipse in first place and score yourself basically 18. The main thing that we have to watch for is the second places can actually sneak up when it comes to the semifinals and finals, where we actually swap to a 3-game format. That's where things are going to be a mess. But this is also the first time, I believe, one of our expected top average winners is actually out at the early stages. T-Bro had the highest average in this lobby at 998. Is eliminated in the round of 32, so unfortunately we will say goodbye there.
Yeah,
Is
that
what?
is a little unfortunate. What's fun about
How does the
this
score
is
go?
We've got these groups that are randomized, and the same thing is happening going into the quarterfinals. We're having 2 players from each of these lobbies move
Third and
forward
first?
into the quarterfinals. Then
That's
they're
crazy.
getting shuffled up again. So we're going to see it not only, again, as the competition gets tighter, the games get a little bit tighter, but we're going to see how a lot of these high point scorers fare, because we've got a handful of players who from the open qualifiers have best scores, not average scores, but best scores of 2,000 or more. And we've been pretty shy of that in our first 3 lobbies.
9
right?
points,
So I think
4
we're
points,
already
2
seeing
points.
This competition, it's
So,
really smart since we put
You get 8 points if you get second twice. If you get first and third, you get
as it looks
11
like we've
points.
got 4 more Macedonians ready
That's crazy.
to go here for our 4th
That's crazy.
group. And this one, Clown Robbie was the player that I looked at, but these are all very high scoring, average score players, close to 900 for a handful of them.
Yes, this is actually going to be quite messy between them all. This is, I believe, Clown Robbie, Extends, Tatum, as well as Umbritax. So all 4 of these Macedonians ready to fire away as much as possible.
Yeah, if you get second twice and then you wind up getting knocked out, that's a little crazy.
40 to 50 just on damage alone, plus the eliminations. Clown and Robbie, though, putting themselves in a great spot, but Extends sneaking away with the score in the early 45 seconds. Really nicely done to kind of secure yourself a comfortable top spot so far.
Yeah, a big skirmish over that Proton there, and Extends just able to get it through. Was demoed right after scoring, but hey, the job was done at that point. Now needs to try and get back to it. Is Umbrita had that Proton for just a moment.
You pretty much need to be first
into the goal, but
one time at
can't
least
do it, and it's the same chaos
to
we
get
saw
it.
moments ago. And this is when Extends ran away with it. This time it's Umbrita to do it. We've got green and blue taking the lead. Now, when you look at the other players here, you've probably got a couple of scores based off of, having that Pro 10 for moments, but you also have to assume that's how many destructions we've already seen between Clown Robbie and Tato.
So I haven't played against Umbrita or Extends today. I haven't played against Clown today. I played against Tatum today.
It's just never going to end. However, that was a rough one. You talked about it, the hammer being dropped, and everyone's messing around because that Clown Robbie says,
nice.
Cloud on this. Swings in for 5 points in the lead here at 2:20 in the game.
A very, very small lead.
It's a close game.
First to the Pro 10 in the next
Very
one.
close
Maybe
game.
Finds a destruction as Umbrita looked to find their way into it, but the missile power up there was enough, and that's allowed Clown Robbie to run away with this, right? That 5-point lead now becomes a 40-point lead. Finds a little bit of damage and tops themselves off with that. Tatum just trying to get on the board any way possible, but it's still scoreless.
Tatum's ruthless.
Ever closer to that 200-point score as running away with Extends, our first goal scorer, but cannot find another, and it's just demolition after demolition.
And it hurts so much. If you actually watch the mini-map, Tatum was the one that had the Proton earlier, but whenever you have the Proton, it feels like you fly a little bit off the handles, and because of that
Extends, good play.
Before you get
no more boost.
Deleted. Because of that, you maintain your first place. It always feels you have to have a measured pace if you want that Proton, if you want to get that score. If you go a little bit too quickly, you end up burning yourself out.
And Extends?
Oh, do it. Oh, do it.
Yeah, that would have been so good.
Take it all the way home, gets destroyed as it comes
Clown,
down,
man.
and
Clown Robbie's
there to grab and steal away the
getting
lead
it in
from
right now.
Extends again. You cannot allow another score for Clown Robbie, and you've only got a minute to try and stop them here if you're Extends, who, mind you, both scores was just by an inch that they were able to get that Pro 10 home. This time they've been destroyed. That Pro 10 flounders. It's actually a bit of a battle between Tatum and Umbrita to try and get this Pro 10 out of there. Nope, the whole gang's here now.
Everyone's here. No one's gonna play for fun. I mean, this hurts. This hurts. However, Extends has a chance to actually tie this up. And can't do it. Extends
wow.
scores. It is so close. It is a single kill.
He needs a kill.
Right now.
He needs one kill.
Very, very doable.
Very doable.
He needs one kill.
By the skin of their teeth there from Extends as that hammer comes
Bro,
crashing
that
down,
was it, man.
finds the score.
You needed a kill.
But it looks like
man.
they've done enough. Clownarabi has done enough.
You need a
Extends
kill.
Not in a position to be
Extends, get the
any
kill.
fights and does not want to die here.
Oh my god! Oh my god! He got the elimination! He got the kill! No way! Oh my god!
Extends, very nice work.
Oh my god! Extends was chasing Clownarabi.
Yeah, that was really good.
Umbrita was chasing Extends, and Extends gets the demolition. 2! Extends has 2 demolitions, 2 kills to the 9 of Clownarabi, and one of them completely turned this game on its head because of the points for the kill and the lost points on the death there
That's
for
crazy.
Clownarabi.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? I am losing my mind with the absolute abandon. These players are going.
It looks
at
like
These
Extends is not
Macedonians
in
are
the chat.
wild. Not till the last second. That is now the second time we have seen a score swap under 5 seconds left in this game. It is getting out of control. It is getting terrifying for anyone that is watching. We are in what? Group 4. We still have 4 more to go, and it is becoming highly apparent that these are the best of the best. There is a reason they have made it here in the qualifiers. They fight to the bitter end, and it is known. At this point, it doesn't matter if you are a kill leader. It doesn't matter if you are a striker and getting those goals at the end. You have to be aware at all times, and you cannot let up even in the final seconds.
This game.
That was so close. That was so close. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see my face just now? I fought that sneeze to the bitter end.
Name of the game. This was one of those
No
lobbies
chance.
that it seemed rare to us because the game plan for the previous 3 seemed like, yeah, I love scoring the Pro 10. That's cool and all, but I also like hanging on to this thing.
Yeah.
Everybody in lobby 4 here was trying to get that Pro 10 and find the score. I want to see these players play against the other lobbies, man. I'm so excited to keep moving forward. Game 2, lobby 4, we jump back into it. Clownarabi has something to say about that previous game, and we'll see if they can do it here.
An 8-point difference better be changed up here. Clownarabi is pissed that they lost those 5 points, and they are ready to fire right back. Tatum, of course, in their own right with an average fairly well. Got 4th previously, and once again out to an early start, but gets eliminated, meaning you lose 10 off the rip. Extends going ahead, getting some good damage. 45 sitting in second. You're going to go ahead and pick it up as quickly as possible. Can you boost as far? I don't think anyone's actually in pressure, but the hammer got dropped, and so you're eliminated so quickly. Once again, timing leads Clownarabi to score first.
Wow.
Clownarabi's really bringing it.
Last game was the game where Extends just barely made it through. Was either getting demoed by the other players right after scoring, or that hammer was dropping and it was getting, just got past the hammer and didn't get demoed. This time, the game says, we can't let that happen. We've got to slow this
a lot
guy
of
down.
damage.
They've done just that.
Floating around in the lava, a lot of damage.
Score means Clownarabi is able to net that one, and it's actually Tatum who had a slower start to that first game, who's not in a very close second place, but is in a second place nonetheless.
Clownarabi's
remember, we
holding it down right now.
As long as you score first, if you get first, you pretty much secure your spot. However, what happens when the 4th place gets first and everything goes crazy? That's going to be our question. Is that's a quick score. Tatum is now sitting in second place, about 100 points behind, which is doable. But I'm still watching Umbrita and Extends. They are going to be looking at that moment to get a little bit crazy, get messy, and try and knock out the leaders.
Oh man, Umbrita just losing to Pro 10 there, doing half the work, and it's Clownarabi to score just like Extends did in game 1. A score and then a demo is still a score nonetheless, and that first place.
Yeah, he's just chilling, dude. Clown's about to, bro.
This time.
He was
I don't
chilling.
think Extends is gonna have anything to say about this one.
Oh, wow. And a triple elimination actually is going to give huge time for Umbrita to try and speed up. But you hit a wall. Oh, you boosted into a wall. That was a moment for Umbrita to try
Yeah, I
and get
definitely
third.
thought he was going to ramp that wall.
Hurts, and it's going to leak on a Robin to chase forward. Are you going to get punched out? You do. Who's picking up behind? You're not eliminated, but it's gathered up by Extends. But you did a J turn, and it's not going to work. What a crazy turn of events.
No, and as Extends was going to score, right? The
Oh.
hammer goes down again. Finally able to do it, though. Hung on to that Pro 10 for quite some time. When I said Extends was out of this one, I was lying. I didn't have the script in front of me, unfortunately. Extends now just a score and a kill away from maybe being able to sneak back into that first place. But Tatum not happy with their performance earlier. 2 scores, and this one keeps him in the running.
I love that call out. You mentioned Tatum not happy. It is true. You are now 20 points behind, and we see what happens when there is double-digit scores left. Eliminations come out of the woodworks for Extends, though. It's another play that we're watching. Remember, when you place first, all you need is third or so to really secure your spot. However, Cloud and Robbie try to chase in. You're very low on HP. Might want to reset your HP bar, and you will. Get eliminated right there. 722. A chance and a half. But Tatum, can you boost your way? You timed the hammer just right. Swing on in for the score,
Nice shot,
and
Tatum.
now you're in first place.
And now you're in first place. Clown Robbie, though, just around the corner from being able to steal it away. And what a steal that would be. 6 points would separate them if Clown Robbie can find a score. But Tatum, quick to that Pro 10, able to pick it up, able to keep that lead marching forward. Does drop it there, but a 7-second score from Clown Robbie from downtown. I think that one is just out of reach, and that will do it. Things get shaken up in Lobby 4, Orbital.
Oh my god.
Extends and Tatum both are tied.
Out. I think Cloud and Robbie just got eliminated. It happened again.
2 second places for 8 points.
Oh my god.
Not good.
A fourth and a first would be 10. And then Extends a first and a third. Wow.
Yeah, that hurts. That hurts so bad. And we mentioned these tight races between all of the players. This is the wildest thing about this game, and I actually really, really like it. Some people might say the scoring might be off, 9, 4, 2, 1, but that's what makes it so good. You have to fight for the right to be at the top.
You got to fight for your right to party, too.
A little bit off this time
You
around.
know?
Felt like a
You guys know what I'm talking about?
Though. 5 kills, 474 on the scoreboard, and I think got targeted just a little bit at the end. Feels bad. Well done to Extends and Tatum, though.
Yeah, well done to Extends and Tatums. It sounds like we've got a leaderboard ready. Remember earlier when it said we haven't played a game yet? Well, now we have. We've gone through a handful of them, and we can see this is what our leaderboard looks like. These are our players that are moving forward into our quarterfinals. 1 through 4, I don't know if that's going to be the group. I would think that we're still waiting to shuffle there, but these are 8 names that you can expect to see moving forward.
Let's see it.
Okay, so left to right, we got a little wonky. We like to keep you guys on your toes here in the Unioverse. So Galaska and Zemo, the players that we saw earlier in the day, kind of adopted. I feel like Zemo showed us that, hey, let's just hold on to the Pro 10 strategy. Galaska was like, hey, I don't like that strategy. I'm just going to score as many times as I can. And, well, Galaska did just that. Yeah, this is it. These are our 8 names so far. We've got 8 more still to join them, Orbital.
Yes, and I would also like to point out, you mentioned Galaska and Zemo. I would love to also point out Mick, some of the best accuracy we've seen so far inside of these top 32. 11 eliminations in 1 game alone, and it was a majority share of their wins. And then Clyfal, I believe, being tied up with, Clyfal was the one. 4 in a row in goals scored, and that is the highest so far of the top. I think tied with some of the others, but still, massive disparity in terms of how you want to win, how you want to make this happen. And it's just not going to end because we just saw the closest 7-point difference, I believe, through first and second. That's actually what pushed Extends into the lead. Like, everyone has a different strategy, and we are only going to see more as we go further on.
You talked about making it happen, and we want to talk about some of our friends who helped make this happen here, putting on this event here for the Hoverdrome, this public preview tournament. It's Community Gaming. You guys probably see the name everywhere here. If you guys aren't familiar, Community Gaming is helped put on this production. They also run weekly tournaments for games like Marvel Snap, Hearthstone, Grana Free Fire, and many, many more. This is just the tip of the iceberg. as well as supporting a wide variety of grassroots tournaments, offering tools and guidance for organizers to help supercharge their events. So if that sounds like something that you're interested, whether it be an organizer or a player, please do check them out at communitygaming.io. Now we are 4 lobbies down. We've got 4 more to go. We're going to hop away for a short break, but when we come back, we're going to be closing out the round of 32 and pushing forward. We'll see you guys on the other side.
So they're basically showing how they made the Hoverdrome, how they made the first match, the first map. Great matches so far. Sweet and low, huh? Ooh. To regret.
Welcome back,
That wasn't me, I
Macedonians,
promise.
As we look to jump into the back half of our round of 32. We're 4 lobbies down. We've got 4 more to go. I am still Tanner Metro. Nothing has changed on that front, and that is still my good man, Orbital, who has been helping me keep up, Orbital, with all of the fast-paced action that we've been seeing today, man. It doesn't stop. You don't get a minute to breathe.
No, my eyes, you don't see me on camera, but my eyes are darting every which way because the action never stops. And normally once you get down to the final seconds, you're like, oh, we know who's going to come out in the lead. But because these lobbies have been so tight, we've seen a difference of 20 points, 5 points between a lot of these competitors. And honestly, when they fight that closely, you cannot let up until the last second. And that is what players and what Macedonians are learning here today.
Yeah, I think we're seeing that settling for second definitely does not secure you anything. Right?
Nope.
So you have to be hungry. You have to be taking risks.
Looks like we got a new round. Black Coyote,
risk
Hash
versus
Panda,
reward.
Lake
And
Jesus,
then, with a
and
sprinkle of
Layosh.
timing, because sometimes you make the risk and then the hammer's down and you don't get the
We played Hash Panda earlier. They're pretty good. They're pretty good too.
All that good stuff. But we've got another group for you here. We've got Group 5, who again is very evenly spaced out. A couple of average scorers who are averaging 700, 800. So this one should be another tight one as that first Pro 10 is out. Doesn't look like it got scooped up. I think maybe Black Coyote thought they grabbed it, but they hadn't, and now it's just floundering a little bit. Layosh able to grab the lead early in this one, but a demolition soon in their future. I feel the same for everybody. Hash Panda, not long for this world, drives to the lava. Oh, a beautiful reset, though.
Grab the health pack. It was awfully placed, but you're kind of stuck. So that was an unfortunate moment. You didn't actually have the boost, and trying to get uphill with the Proton actually slows you down immensely. If you don't have the boost to follow up, it just, you kind of stuck. So you're able to gather a few points, but this is speed that you want straight to the center. Lake Jesus, pray to the heavens.
Jesus,
walk across
indeed.
the water as you score first in this game.
Yeah, Lake Jesus able to run away with that one. We saw the missiles come flying in. I think it was Hash Panda who was trying to make sure that that Proton didn't find its home, but Lake Jesus will do it again.
He's pulling it off.
At this point, it is an ocean of talent here. You are up about 300 points, which, granted, if you're able to keep the pace, can score us well into the thousands. But, however, you have to slow down. You're waiting for a chance. The Proton is very far off in the southern corner. You know it's going to head towards the center anyway, so you're just going to kind of slide in and wait. Look at the charge, though, straight to the middle, bouncing Layosh straight to the sky.
Yeah, Layosh early to that Proton, but doesn't hold on to it for too long. Will step into the lava there to try and grab some more points, but meets their demise, unfortunately. Black Coyote now tried to get an early start, floundered just a little bit and had a really slow start to this one. Will sneak away, reset. Pro-10 also gonna find a reset there, and that now in the hand.
Really tricky pattern of shots going through the lava there.
Closer to a third goal, but will be stopped. And Black Coyote trying to make good
Coyote
on their
was so
promise, but they lose
close.
the Pro-10 the last second.
Oh, who's gonna pick it up?
Hash
Someone's
Panda?
gonna pick it up.
Hash Panda gets knocked. Man.
Oh, who's gonna grab it? Who's gonna respawn first and be able to grab it? It is Layosh. I was wondering. That messy bullying in the center really benefits the first person that dropped Layosh, now in third place.
Yeah, absolutely huge there. A couple of players getting demoed by the hammer as they try to punch the Pro-10 in. And Layosh there to reap the rewards of all the destruction. Black Coyote tries to do it again, but on that straightaway just gets slowed down.
You guys see this in my glasses right now?
Though, to go down with Layosh, and that means Lake Jesus doesn't have the Proton. Instead, it's Hash Panda who scoops up that second place and is inching closer and closer to first.
Well, keep in mind, Lake Jesus was also able to snipe those last 2 kills as well. So even though we do see Hash Panda be able to score, those kills are actually benefiting Lake Jesus so much. These extra duels are giving you the extra 33, 66 that you would like. But I do agree, you have to watch for the heavy point, as that's going to be a death with the boost of the 33. Hash Panda is now in the lead with 666, the arch nemesis of Lake Jesus.
Yeah, and it's just keeping this one away, does not want to allow for another score. If Lake Jesus picks up that Proton, is able to find it.
Ooh. Oh, this is spicy. I'm wondering what's happening right now. I'm looking at Hash Panda just stuck in the corner, just denying the opportunity. Oh man.
Yeah, this is everything. Not only is this everything that they needed to do, even if Lake Jesus was now to score, because of Hash Panda holding on to that Pro-10, has done just enough to creep over that 200-point threshold. A couple of demolitions come through there at the end, but that's not separating first or second. Hash Panda, a little quieter, right? It's just being sneaky about their entrance into this game. They allow Lake Jesus to take some of that heat, and then is eventually able to run
Really
away
good
with
work
the
from Hash
game.
Panda there, 100%.
I want to say,
Like I said, I played against them earlier, and they held on to the lead
Look at that,
pretty
lost lives
good.
only
I don't know if
for
they,
Hash Panda. That's huge.
I don't know if
That's
they
actually
came
the
back and won,
largest
but I
KDA
think I won one
difference we've
against them, but I'm
actually
not
seen
sure.
so far. Keep in mind, when we saw Mick ran up, I believe it was 5 or 6 deaths in there, so the kill to death ratio was a little bit offset. This time around, this is 11-2. It is a wild score to have. Hash Panda, really nice on the snipes at the very end. Very clean game time. For top amount of eliminations, I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon. We saw them get into the flow, I would say, approximately a minute in, and it was a very clean movement into the lead from there.
Yeah, and then playing very smart. Again, it can be a little scary, but just playing on the outside, especially, there's like 2 positions I feel. One is on the ramp just beyond the big cogwheels, the large cogwheels, where the Pro-10 can spawn. And we've seen players not only want to just hang out there because it's kind of far away from everything, you're given a little bit of cover because of the way that the ramp is built, but also if anybody comes your way, you can really just air dribble yourself all the way into score. And then we see there's that clip that's just on the outside of the goal there for that I guess I keep calling it the home for the Pro-10, but that's where the Pro-10 wants to go, right? It wants to go home. We all want to go home. So those 2 spots are really good spots to just kind of hang back, have that Pro-10 sitting on you, and once somebody starts pushing your way, this isn't a team game, right? So you're forcing one person
100% is not a team
I'm
game.
gonna be the guy. I know this isn't gonna work. I know that when I drive up there, he's just gonna go ahead and take off, but somebody has to force him to do it. So you're really kind of forcing the lobby to make decisions that they shouldn't have to make because they're not a team. And we saw Hash Panda do that beautifully there at the end. Just hanging back, holds on to that Pro-10, plays it safe. I talked about taking risks previously, but that was a beautiful time to not be risky for Hash Panda.
Well, I mean, this time you're going to have to be more risky because you now have a massive target on your back. Least deaths in one game, but most kills to boot means that everyone is watching you. You will not have a moment to breathe. Your yellow name tag will be on your death screen as well. Quick snag back by Black Coyote, who gets eliminated so quickly, and Layosh is able to benefit. 45 off rip. Black Coyote is able to snag a 33 plus some damage. That's going to be a really nice start, but a pop out just in time, not able to collect Lake Jesus. We'll have it on time, and Black Coyote snipes score number 1.
Wow, okay, Black Coyote. Black Coyote, I mean,
you've been fighting for it.
So eager to just do the darn thing, but was not allowed to do it at all in that previous game. It really was the Hash Panda and Lake Jesus show. And now we're seeing Black Panda go at it again. Unfortunately, the Pro-10 wasn't grabbed there. Layosh had a good start to game number 1, looking to match that same start here in game number 2, but it's Lake Jesus and all of the chaos to walk away from it.
That's a really, really nice piece to grab up. However, the reset is, I think, very, very important. Go ahead and let yourself get eliminated, hopefully by the lava. Don't give the kill over, but Hash Panda is able to grab those 33. Now you're ready.
Oh, he gave the kill over. That's still his kill. 100%, that's still his kill.
Rampage, and it gets a little bit of a sweet bounce, but hits the top ceiling of the machinery. You just barely get out, but you don't get the score, and instead you're smashed down. So like Jesus tries to score, you're on just a little bit of HP, but you're eliminated as well, so it's a pickup up 2, and Layosh is able to bounce back in the scuffle. You're able to pop out with that score.
And we are not far apart in any which direction from first place to last place. One score is really what separates everybody here and somebody from taking that next spot. As Layosh looked to have good vision on a score there, but fumbles the Pro-10 right before scoring. And Lake Jesus, that is Lake Jesus' calling card, is finding that Pro-10 in these scrambles and finding a way to punch them home.
I mean, when you're Jesus, you got to respawn pretty dang well and keep yourself in the lead. I mean, so far in our 9 games, 4 of them have had a winner with a negative KD. And like Jesus like, yo, death ain't going to stop me. Let me go ahead and show up here 8:30 on the scoreboard, and I don't think it's going to end anytime soon.
No, and that lead that I talked about, or the score, the separation from first to last, yeah, that is dead and gone. Hash Panda has to do a whole lot here. He is looking to take that fight to Lake Jesus, able to find that bubble on the Pro 10, and
Jesus is doing a really good job of taking the Pro 10 from the outside of the map near the inside, stopping at midpoint, engaging with the people who are shooting at him just to get it back after he stops them from getting it right before the goal post, which is a good tactic.
You will have basically cemented this game over. Keep in mind, Lake Jesus in second place last time can get a little bit dangerous. Black Coyote tries to score but is unable to, and you're eliminated once again, which leads Hash Panda to get another score. You're now 73 points, 76 points behind Lake Jesus.
30 seconds remaining.
Black Coyote, I feel for you, man.
Panda.
I am so sorry that this game is going this way. That's not the story that we should be talking about. We should be talking about this skirmish where Lake Jesus is on the wrong side of it. Leash able to get that Pro 10 out of there. Lake Jesus looking to scoop it up, but inside the lava, the health was too low.
Hash, you gotta grab it.
Has done it again with eliminations, Orbital.
It's just overwhelming. And it's going to be
That's game
over as well. Lake
Such
Jesus,
a close
you're not
game.
Gonna be able to score. That'll be Hash Panda to take it. Not only that, setting a new record, the first time here in the round of 32 that a singular player has gotten first in both games.
Still a very low amount of deaths, right? 2 in the last one, 3 in this one. So Hash Panda playing very, very safe. 14 kills. 14.
Yeah, Hash Panda's not messing around.
In this game was starting to play goalkeeper almost, and was understanding that I hate Black Coyote. I'm so sorry that this happened to you every single time, but it was a breakaway, but it was bad timing. It was a breakaway, but you just missed the Pro 10. Black Coyote, again, good initiative, bad judgment. It's like so eager to do the darn thing, but it just wasn't as polished. It was like the Mona Lisa, but with eyebrows. And you need to just get rid of the eyebrows, and then you've got the Mona Lisa. But with the eyebrows, you just have a painting of a lady. Man, I felt so bad, but you saw the goalkeeping there.
Mona Lisa with eyebrows, huh?
Hey, the Pro 10 has to come this way. And a lot of the time, it was Black Coyote almost delivering that, where you hope to get that breakaway. You hope to dodge the missiles or the lasers enough to be able to score. But it wasn't happening for Black Panda, and because of that, Hash Panda, Black
First time
Coyote,
chatters will be entered to win a Torgret
no
whitelist. Invite your friends
No
over the
more
next
animal
20 minutes. Good luck.
Black Coyote couldn't get it done. Hash Panda could. That's the TLDR.
Yes, it is, and a huge part as well. We're starting to see those kills ramp up, but I think one of the things that you do have to watch for, especially if you're going to be that front runner for the Pro 10, you really have to have your boost on lock. The best option is actually get behind the Pro 10 as easily as possible, and then boost your way into the Pro 10, jump into the center. That's actually what you need to do. So Black Coyote, like you mentioned, had the opportunity to do so, but was a little bit slow off the start. And remember, once you pick up the Pro 10, your speed is drastically reduced. That was what we saw Galaska
Really?
do in the
I didn't notice that. I've never noticed that.
We need to see players start doing before. However, I would also like to point out those were sneaky kills by Hash Panda. Only 589 in the damage score. So a majority share of those kills were sniped at the very end. We are starting to see that ammo stocking, that ammo reloading factor come into play that you mentioned earlier, Tanner, and it's going to play a pivotal role, I think, when it comes to the quarterfinal.
Yeah, starting to play those resets on the missiles and then look to find, 14 kills to get you that many points. It's a very, very viable strategy, especially when you kind of can play goalkeeper. If you are proficient in demolitions, or if you have the homing missiles, which don't really miss, you can just look to stop people from scoring and just look to find.
Oh, they miss.
I would almost.
They go over people's heads if you're close enough.
Singular cam of how Hash Panda was playing that game, because as impressive as 14 kills is, which is very impressive, I think that beats the highest kills we had from all of the open qualifiers coming into this. I would love to see how Hash Panda survived, right? How was Hash Panda playing? It really felt like a sniper on the outside, right? To have 14 kills but only 3 deaths, that feels so lopsided.
And especially with the amount of skirmishes that they actually had. Keep in mind, in that game, we had some of the messiest late game scoring positions of them all. We saw basically all four colliding right inside of the machinery, and the Macedonians, I mean, they're kind of brittle. At the end of the day, you hit one of them's going to blow up. The hover bike's just like, okay, we go back to the gate. Sorry. But it was very messy. And the fact is, I think you called it out correctly. Hash Panda was not really sitting inside of the mix. That was Black Coyote. That was Lake Jesus really getting into the mix. And you sit on the outskirts and you just kind of glide your way to a victory. As you said, very viable strategy, but only if you recognize that the opponents are messy as well. So in this next group 6, we are going to sit here and watch.
They're real messy.
Are they going to get in the mix? Or are
20, 12, 6, 12, 6, 10. I played against them a little while ago.
Which gameplay do we see? I do want to give shouts out to Leosh in that last one. A Lonsky-esque performance. You know, Leosh walked, so they could run. As we've got some early demolitions here in this one. Song Yang, one of our players from the open qualifiers who put up big numbers, is out to an early lead because of those eliminations. Now has some Pro 10 time as well, but Hoverdrome is not giving this one up. The health bar is low, so is forced to back away. That Pro 10 still not quite finding a home. Eventually will be Hoverdrome on that very low HP, just taking it to the outskirts.
Just try and position yourself there and hang on to it as much as possible. However, with the early kills, it's going to be a little bit of difference. Look at the spin, by the way. I want you to keep eyes on how quickly some of these players spin around. The Macedonians' control over the hover bike is very, very important. Can you spin? Can you grab the kills? Can you drop that Proton inside? And Hoverdrome says, yes, I can, and I will show it to you right now. Goes ahead, heals up,
nice.
340 on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and that Rayu clone, well, that's just the stock standard name, but that is going to be Tauntaun joining us in yellow. So I guess we could call him Rayu clone, or we could call him Tauntaun. But yeah, Hoverdrome in a really awkward spot on low health for a long time. Was able to punch in the first score of this game. And unfortunately goes down again, so that's -10 for Hoverdrome. Is in the hands of Tauntaun. Here is Pro 10, but it's only for a moment as he takes collateral, or not collateral, he takes critical, there it is, that's what I was looking for. Critical damage, and is forced to give that one up, which means Song Yang now in control. And look at the game Song Yang is playing, just dancing around the map here.
I would also like to point out, I believe this is the lowest scoring half we've seen so far. Only 370, 380. We've actually seen about...
How did he not get that health? He just went right through it.
Early on in a lot of these games, this is actually the closest that we've had as well. Everyone within about 100 to 150 of each other. We're still waiting for that big breakaway moment of the top half and the lower half.
It feels like 3 of these players have this truth of like, hey, we understand how to play this game and we're not going to score, and Hoverdrome is the outlier. Finally, we get a little break from that as Tauntaun was looking to get that Pro 10 home, but does eventually go down. Song Yang just on the outside, fumbles as well, and Hoverdrome's going to be the one able to score with 1 HP in a dream. We'll go for the reset on the outside. We'll keep that lead growing to just shy of 300 over Song Yang in second.
I love the fact that for Hoverdrome, playing 34 games of the Open Qualifiers, really showing their stuff here. One of the more experienced of the Open Qualifier members, really giving it their all to try and put everyone else in the ground. Make sure you secure that first place in Game 1. That way in Game 2, you can breathe a little bit more. Song Yang stuck on the barrier. We mentioned this before. If you get dropped inside of those pits, it leaves you very, very vulnerable. Those edges are not kind to the hover bike, and you have to be aware of that space. And can you get up? Will you or will you not?
Oh, you hate to see it.
You
hate to see it.
Quite some time.
I can't stand that.
That's some tech that we have yet to see. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work in their favor. It just means a bit more Pro 10 time. Tauntaun looking to punch it home, gets nearly there. Unfortunately, falls short. And who has collected on the outside? Hoverdrome able to get it off the reset deep.
Oh, I love this.
Just playing the slow game.
Yeah, really.
I'm already in the lead, but no one else will come close. Just over one of our lowest, I think actually our lowest scoring so far. Only 667 on the scoreboard, but remember,
very good game.
All you gotta do is beat the other 3. Well done to
that hold at the end is nasty.
Game 1.
That hold at the end's nasty.
That one just as we'd expect, but a different pace to it, right? Not necessarily playing to survive and hold on to the Pro-10, but basically saying, I'm okay to sit in this lava. It's going to destroy my vehicle, sure, but it's not going to do it fast enough. It's not going to do it like jumping off the edge
right.
of the Pro-10 and immediately
Let's see what else is coming up.
That's the big thing there is when you put it in this corner, after a certain amount of time, if nobody touches that Pro-10, it's going to reset. But maybe somebody challenges that. Maybe somebody doesn't. It's not going to be an immediate reset like as if it fell off the map. You have to wait for it to reset. So I like that. That's a different look at playing that slow game that Hoverdrome just gave us.
The scary thing is I'm not sure how often you can get away with it. An identification factor is if you're going to go hide, it has to be when you get an early lead. I don't know how often you're going to be able to grab that lead. And considering that you played at a very, very slow pace, I think one of the lowest scoring as well, that's the scary part. It's a good strategy. I 100% agree. It's a very good strategy to hang on to, but it is an extremely
All right, game
one
two
as well. It requires finite control. It requires that you know the map by heart, where you are and how much boost you have left. So I love the technical strategy, but it's such a high skill cap and it can easily be blown up. So as much as I love you for that one, it's a scary one to try and pull off 2 games in a row.
Well, it is. It's that risk. It's that risk that you have to have. I think you need to be a risk taker in this game when it comes to, again, forcing people off of areas with the Pro-10. You have to take risks to, am I just going to play for eliminations? Am I going to play to try and score? Am I going to play to stay on the outside? Because it is not easy to score. I think the risk takers really shine. And then it's almost like it's, you know, you hear calculated risk. It's almost like calculated safety. I think in this game you get punished if you try to play too safe because you do eventually just get, you know, demoed and then somebody scores and you're like, oh, well, you know, I wish I wasn't just sitting on the outside. I think we saw that from Zemo. Zemo kind of played it a little too safe or was playing the Pro-10 game where he was going off the map, you know, dying to maybe whoever had hit him last, giving up those points. And I think that right there, playing that safe, can get punished like we saw. So this game is all about risks and calculated safety. It's everything that you wouldn't expect it to be.
And that's what makes
Be like the
Hoverdrome
lava,
so
let it flow slowly.
awesome here in the universe. Like this is the finals. These are the best of the best, and they are competing and giving us
that was a quick
taste of
grab.
what for every champion gets there at a different point. They have different ways to win, and that's what makes it so thrilling. As we get an absolute bloodbath in the southern corner, this is well-known trap for multiple members where getting up the hill is dangerous, getting down is even more so.
Yeah, and this is so far away. Whoever picks up the Pro-10 here is probably not scoring it, unfortunately, because you're on the opposite side of the map. You have so much ground to cover. We saw a little bit of that ground covered there. That shield only stops the damage. It doesn't stop the Pro-10 from falling. And with this being the first spawn, it's just barely a minute into the game, leaving this spawn point.
All of those points are literally from eliminations and damage. There is nothing else behind it. They are just now bringing it towards center. And you can see, I think everyone that has held onto it for more than a second has been eliminated. It is a painful lesson here, but it is going to be.
So after this game, we're going up against Aegon, Senior Ty, Rush,
so I don't know how much
and
but you're gliding around.
it's going to be a hot one.
Though. That feels so bad. You're hoping it was HP to stay alive a little bit longer. Picked up though by Song Yang, who in their own right is hoping to get a few more points on the board. Remember, placed second in the previous game.
Yeah, and second place does not make you safe. If that first place spot swaps up at all, you are then in a very bad spot, and if it is not you in first place. And Song Yang is also one of our highest scorers coming out of the open qual, so we have high expectations, but they're just not finding the points that we would expect from them just yet as Hoverdrome finds beautiful.
No!
Can somebody steal it away? It's Song Yang!
That's crazy, dude.
We talked about timing. It's all about timing, and that was a bit too early on the jump, Hoverdrome, and so you will stay in last place. Song Yang eliminated, but you got the job done. And with a minute 45 left, there's plenty of time to make action happen. What a swap, though. You still in turn, able to make something work. Got the shield up just in time, but instead only got about 20 more points on the board before burning in that lava.
Yeah, beautiful usage of the shield there. Low HP allowed for a bit more time with that Pro-10. does eventually get demoed, which allows Verbatim to now try their hand at getting this Pro 10 out
1
to
minute.
safety. Meanwhile, Tauntaun, hey, we've been quiet with Tauntaun, but Tauntaun's in first place.
I mean, that's a great way to do it. Remember, as soon as you secure first, you're pretty much set to go. No worries in the bucket. If you can do so and carry on, that'll be great. Goes ahead, grabs some missiles, ready to lay down, and I love the sneaky play. We talked about the machinery. It's a possibility to just get in the mix, doubling up as well. That means whoever comes by is about to be in a world of pain, and you do. What a snipe! TomTom grabs it, but are you able to grab that Proton? No, Verbatim instead grabs it because that is going to be a slide. There you go, TomTom. What a big Bane play.
Yeah, and this is where it gets scary. There's 40 seconds. Look who's in second place, Orbital. This is not where you want to be if you're Song Yang.
It's a painful
Definitely not.
one, and I don't know if there's enough time. What a snipe. Song Yang is eliminated once again. Verbatim sneaks in. 481 on the scoreboard with 25 seconds left. Sweat being wiped off the brow.
20 seconds.
Wow. And I mean, at this point, it just feels like take your victory laps, right? Obviously, these players are still playing for it. Verbatim looking to get that Pro 10 cleared. Will just
All right,
offer
guys.
himself to the gods.
It's time.
Allow for a reset on the
Hard
Pro
cut.
10. And sure, we're going to see some demos here at the end, but it just gets away from Song Yang. And it's Tauntaun who is,
That's game.
I mean, the person to talk about in this.
Here's hoping. Let's get it, guys. It is time. All right, guys. First W of the day in the tournament. First TW of the day. They are in. A rough group. Come on, Rush. Firm. Here we go. We do got this. 100%. A 1,000%. My remote. I knew that was gonna happen. My remote stops working.
Pro 10 spawn. Player
Nice job, Rush. I can't set myself up at the beginning of the match if my remote doesn't work.
Pro 10 spawn.
Score that. Come on, dude. We're both on it.
Pro 10 spawn.
That is very unfortunate. I start my first 5 seconds of the game not being able to do anything.
Player who scored. Pro 10 spawn.
No, dude. Bro, that is nonsense, man. That's the second time I've been robbed this
Player
game.
3 scored. Pro 10 spawn.
Where did the Pro 10 go?
Player 1 scored. Pro 10 spawn. Player 3 scored.
You gotta be kidding me, dude.
Pro 10 spawn. Player
Dude, Rush
scored.
is absolutely
1 minute
killing it right
remaining.
now.
Pro 10 spawn. Player 1 scored. Seconds remaining. Pro 10 spawn. Player 3 scored. Pro 10 spawn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game over.
I gotta get first place. I have to get first place. Now that my remote's working, maybe I can get first place. I spend my first 10 seconds chilling. God, that sucks. And like, what's worse is I knew that was gonna happen. I started my remote up, like it stopped. Like you let it sit there and go idle for a while, it turns off. So I turned it back on. The last round, I was like, okay, it's back on. I grab it, it's flashing, not working. Come on, man. Not a good round, but we can recover. First place. Universe, we're coming back. We're coming back, Universe. That little scuffle that me and Rush had where like we were both on the thing, I thought I had it. I thought I had that score. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Pro 10 spawn.
Pro 10 lost.
That's an early loss. Respawn, brother. No! You've got to be kidding me, dude. My boost, man. I just want to use my boost.
Pro 10 spawn.
Pro 10 lost.
The only direction that I can go is being blocked by somebody and I run into him.
Players
How, dude? Let me out of here, man. I can't even play half the game, dude.
Pro 10 spawn.
Pro 10 lost.
Bro, just get me in the game, coach. Get me in the game,
Player
coach.
scored.
Let me use my boost, coach.
Pro 10 spawn. Player
Rush,
scored.
dude. Get me out of here, man.
Pro 10 spawn.
No way. No way.
Pro 10 lost.
I just cannot for the life of me stay alive, dude. I can't stay alive.
Player scored.
I wind up in last place.
One minute remaining.
Where's the Pro 10, dude? Of course.
Pro 10 spawn.
No way, dude.
Scored.
Dude, I might as well alt F4. I feel like.
Pro 10 spawn. 30 seconds remaining.
What am I doing?
Player 3 scored. Pro 10 spawn.
Okay.
5, 4, 3.
All right, guys, that's the
2,
stream.
1.
GG's.
Game over.
GG's to everybody. No streams next week. We're moving the studio. We'll see you on the next round. Have a good one, guys. Peace.
GG, guys.